Hello everyone and welcome once again to another episode of Too Many 20's. A show where dice are many, the players are few, and the 20's not too many. Now, if everybody remembers what happened last week, well, the party finished off pummeling the hell out of a porcelain owlbear. Yeah. For truly the power of Shula was required for that.
Clearly it was.
And then after doing so they found quite the trove of treasure involved, as they discovered gold, gems, all that kind of stuff, and seemingly a dead skeletal dwarf with certain items upon him, including a robe with lots of stuff on it, a potion, a robe, I said that, a warhammer with interesting runes upon it, and what was the other thing?
You did the glove?
And the glove, yes. Thank you for reminding me, Joe.
And an egg.
As there was a glove that familiarly they had gotten acquainted with before, but this one... Oh yes!
And the egg in his pocket.
And the glove that they found was seemingly the second pair of matching set. And then Shula discovered an egg in his pocket.
It is by far the most mysterious out of all the items.
For some reason, the egg.
Everything else makes sense with this egg.
But it does look tasty.
Tasty egg.
So it's definitely not 200
egg
gold.
files. I thought the thing in X file then.
So, if you all remember, you were all rested after a little bit of a short rest. Everybody having their conversations. And for some reason, Grenwill had certainly gotten very kind of actively involved in making sure that Alistair phased out Perry as soon as he could. For some peculiar reason.
I actually wrote down the reason.
Did you?
Yeah.
As everybody else is really rested.
And Zeife goes back to look for her hand axe.
Roll me a perception with disadvantage because it's dark.
I'll take a light. Yeah.
That doesn't last after a rest.
Oh, it lasts for an hour the rest of the night. I'm happy to send off another one if you look lost.
As you walk around, like you put your filter in your hamstring. Oh, is that it? No, that's a rat skull. Is that it? Oh no, that's a bit of a bird. And just filtering through the skeletons of all kinds of different manner of creatures.
Where is she walking around picking up skeletons?
As you run your hands through, you're wearing gloves, right?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Interesting. Okay, as you're running your hands through the gloves, you feel, ow, as there is a slight cut on your finger. And as you look, there's a quick purple glow, then nothing.
Can I at least pick up the rats?
And then you find, and then as you continue looking,
you know what,
find your
Brian?
hand.
Really
Hey! Hand axe! And in the excitement I forget all about it.
How far away have you gone to deal
see
with?
if I can...
There's no cut.
Oh, okay, that's good.
How far away have you wandered?
No, it's not.
Just around the entrance bit.
We can see you perfectly fine, just picking up skulls and looking at them.
All you see is me just going,
Says you, Mr.
Nothing else.
Yeah, but we see you cut yourself and see what.
Anyway, bro.
Carry on.
I'm good.
Just put a scratch.
This could be interesting.
Just a scratch.
As you feel, but you do feel an odd seemingly shifting in your throat, like the imbibement of what you had drank seemingly like has stopped like swelling your throat. Try again. It's going to take a while.
This is a puff of feathers.
Maybe don't for a while.
An entire crow flight.
You might want to rest your voice there.
Are you coughing again?
Not much bigger than a crow.
I'll just keep coughing.
Okay, as you keep coughing,
Come on,
a
get out.
beak starts peeking out of your mouth. And then suddenly...
Come on, just... Make her grab it.
dissipates away.
Fudge.
The green mist.
Why are you
Green.
grabbing it?
I wanted to see if there was anything. I don't know.
This is a colour that was not
Why
very
would-
interesting.
My personal bubble!
Well, I mean, you say it's not a threatening colour.
It's now.
I might find that.
It just popped out of existence.
I'm green. Does that mean that it will turn
no,
up in this?
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
The fuck did you
I would
make?
like to examine
Okay.
it for any magical interference.
So,
Wait, what's that?
I'd like to examine where the mist was, and if Grenwill is still there, him as well.
Oh, the mist dissipated.
I'm going to examine where it was. I'm not convinced it's gone.
Okay. It's gone. There's nothing left to check.
I think that's a hint from the DM saying, move on.
We've all had a few
Yeah,
big
you do what he
drinks.
likes.
It's definitely green, though.
Yeah, but the minute all your drinks seem to be fucking dodgy.
Why don't you just
I think
drink
maybe
it?
stop.
Okay. Hold on. We're going to go back to town, maybe.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we need to
I'm
get
going to buy you a
payment.
book.
What?
You're going to write down everything you make and how you made it.
Creepy guy in the carriage paid us
That
to
sounds
come
interesting.
through
Merchant man.
Because do you know how to make that
I'm
crow?
open to different
cool
options,
shoes.
you know?
Yeah.
Do you remember how you made that crow?
Nothing cool about it.
Well, I didn't roll high, so it's quite weird. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
You found your axe, then.
Back up to 2.
Is that more than you had before?
Is
No,
that
right. That, if you have 2, you have a weapon in one hand and a weapon in the other hand. That's 2.
Okay,
Yeah, I've got 2.
so I've got this weapon in one hand
Mhm.
and this shield in the other hand, so I've got two
2.
shields.
Only
Right.
if you use that as a shield. Well, you've got a shield on your back, so yeah.
I never thought of that.
Yeah. So next time, so you
Mind
can,
blown
like,
very easily.
walk backwards.
So what you're saying is I need to mysteriously disappear in the forest and then I'll turn into a shield.
No,
I think that's how
No,
shields are
you lost
made.
me on that one.
That's how this shield was made.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a wise idea to lose your shelter.
But I don't want you to end up as a stuffed turtle in a museum of worms.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe if we find glass stuff, that won't happen.
I mean, if we find glass staff,
Oh, that's fine. You can have the killing. You can kill it. That's fine.
It could be. We could swap your shield with your child. I don't think it's that.
could we stuff him
Glass stuff.
and put him in
Yes.
the museum?
Yes.
Okay,
If we find him, then you can do whatever you want to.
good. Good.
God, Stan, that's
Change
when
my
I-
tune.
when I bumped into you
Are you
guys.
talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, crow came out of his mouth.
Yeah, the bird's gone now.
I mean, a frog in your throat, but not a crow in your
There
throat.
was I drank my beer, there was a bird inside me.
Was it in your beer?
Yeah, I've got a different one.
Why did you put a crow in
I
your
told you,
beer?
don't
This
drink
one's
anything, did
different.
you?
But
Ooh.
No.
Did you drink it from a beaker?
Is that the other one that you just
Yeah.
brewed?
My thick bubbly one.
No.
Have you actually managed to wrestle that off of me?
Strength to
I
release.
hope I did. Probably not.
Strength check?
Both of us.
Yes.
Oh, is that good?
But 10. Oh no, 8.
Deadly.
You are able to pull it out of our hands.
That was with the
Drinks,
-2, guys.
That was
That's impressive.
Probably will. Probably will.
No! I told you to stop drinking the things the gnome makes.
Sometimes they're good.
It put a crow in his fucking throat.
He drank that one.
This one's different.
This one's
Do you mind if I have a look
Don't.
at that one?
You can have a look at it. That's
Oh,
fine.
he can drink it.
I'm not
not gonna
he's not
drink
going
it.
to drink it.
He only managed to hold 1 pint last time.
I thought he sounded a little croaky.
Yeah.
Examine the liquid so there's any
I
hint
don't know
of
what
what
you're
this might
laughing
be.
Roll me an arcana.
Ooh. Information. Prior to drinking.
8.
No one's ever
You
looked into
sense
that.
nothing magical about it. It still slightly bubbles inside
It's
the bottle.
fine.
Hold it over there. Light up a flame in
think
this
it
hand.
is.
Yep.
Mold.
Does it react? Does that bring it closer?
No,
It's
no.
a
It's a drink.
What did you do to make it?
I just brewed it.
What did
I got an 11.
What did you?
What is
did
it
you
inside?
Do? What is inside it?
What am I holding currently? Is it a sealed
What
bottle?
did I make this one with?
Yes. Yes, I've got that.
Okay. You don't know.
Specifically the herb.
Is it in like a stoppered
blah,
bottle,
blah, blah,
or is
blah.
it just loose? Is it in a vial? In a
So
mug?
you're going to
What's
be
it
about
about?
what you're using as you make these things now.
Is it a
My
sealed container?
standard brew. It's just, you know, yeast
Well,
and
I'm not.
plants.
I couldn't tell you what this is.
Instant plants.
Yeast and plants.
One drink sent someone
Dirt.
crazy. One drink you poisoned and then pulled off his head.
That
And
was
then-
not the drink.
Your
that
eyes
was
fell
me.
out.
And then
That
this,
was sheer
Shush.
power.
And then this one, you had a crow stuck inside you.
Yes.
That,
Don't forget the time.
Hallucination
your eyes
one.
fell out.
Hallucination.
yeah, I said that.
Oh yeah.
I said one drink made someone go crazy.
Mm.
One drink like poisoned the other person and he pulled the head off him. And then another drink has made a crow go in his throat.
One exploded. That was it.
And one that exploded, but that was also to do
Oh, that was
with
your
like
fault.
holy fire.
Well, no, if you watch this one, I made the fire. Nothing happened.
That's what that was.
Exactly. Nothing happened.
No, no, it was well. It was the explosion. It was warm.
It's my
Keeping
standard
the fire out.
drink. It's a standard brew.
It'll only react to the
No.
fire if there's something
I'm
necrotic
happy
in the
for him to
liquid.
drink it.
That was a
Have your drink.
gamble that did not fail.
I dispelled the flame.
Yeah.
Well, I'm certainly not drinking it.
I mean, I don't think it's wise to like drink anything you make.
I'm going to
Yeah.
set it down.
I
and
probably
walk
wouldn't
away.
even trust it if he gave me water.
He's probably done something else.
Sheila has some trust issues with no.
So, what do you do in this gnome group?
What do you do?
Oh, we fight evil.
I run the brewery.
Yeah, I agree. As a whole, I get that. But what does he do? Is his part
I
of the?
handle
Well,
the
he's the
brewery.
lead, he's the
For the
king of
brewery?
public.
We have to have some income.
Really not very good at
Otherwise, you know, questing doesn't
Oh
always
yeah,
pay
that works
off.
a comic.
I run the brewery. I make the beer,
You run.
and we transport the beer to
Note
various
to
towns.
self: never drink anything made
You
by
If you go to any
gnomes.
tavern, you will find Albrecht beer.
And no, never to touch it.
It's totally
Never
fine.
touch anything
It's
with
totally
Albrecht on it.
Apart from the lot that was poison that you were bringing to the Red Rocks.
That was
Yeah, that wasn't it.
deliberately not fine.
But the other drinks have been fine.
So the poison might
Apart from that one that, yeah, that
You put the
was
crown
bad.
on.
You don't always have what you need when you're going around. You gotta improvise.
And we can't take it to the herb shop because you broke down that door.
What?
It was only the
Oh, yeah, you
What?
want the herbal.
I did not do that.
What? We have
Roll me a
reviews.
history, Grenwill.
So they
That'll
said
be a-
that he broke into a shop.
That'll be a 14.
branded him a thief.
Pardon?
Look at the back of his neck.
Thief's
Yeah.
brand.
Just like brand.
Fuck's sake.
It's not just a symbol though.
Yeah, if
They've got a touchstone.
they throw it down, he teleports to that.
Walks into
website.
it. It's him and anyone else with the same symbol.
Nasty business.
The fuck did you do?
He won't say. I hung him from 30 feet in the air, shook him, and then dropped him 20 feet, and then he still didn't say.
It's just a Tuesday.
Most people telling the truth. I did say that I didn't do it. That's what I did say.
He did say that.
He did say it, yes.
Doesn't mean it's true. I don't trust his brewing skills, do I? I don't.
I would say the
He's
same
only
thing.
comes out of his mouth
Fireball.
by like 50% of the time.
Tim, did you set that fireball scroll?
Yes.
Try me. I would say the same thing.
Yes.
What are you
He's
doing?
not. It doesn't matter. He's not worth. He's not worth the scroll.
Okay.
Oh. I've been trying to read it.
How far have you
Found
gone?
a place.
Yeah, just like.
No. What? That's the F.
But I can't.
I know. So let me.
I can read it out to you. We'll learn.
I don't think you.
Do I know what it's?
It's all random shapes and some letters.
You told
You
me.
would know it. You would know it.
Okay, that's fine.
You have to
it's a scroll.
spell.
Anyone can read it. You just.
You just come in head
Why?
tail.
Why does Tim have a spell scroll?
We had a bit of a spat about it. Yeah, he didn't like me having it because for some reason he doesn't trust a 17-year-old boy.
We're barely out of your
I mean,
childhood.
And also because I'm going to become a wizard.
I'm only 18.
You could become a wizard.
Oh, you're both children.
They just might
Technically, I'm a year older and technically an adult compared to him.
Oh, a year means nothing.
I think for you it's math perspective.
Like,
Calling
lower.
me short.
No!
Yes.
No!
You are quite
He
short.
Why
is quite
did-
short.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, that's not the point.
He's a dwarf.
But why did I know? Why does Tim have it?
It was the middle ground that we could get. He wanted to have it. I didn't want him to have it. He didn't want me
He
to
was
have
feeling
it. so
rather
Tim had it.
volatile. I wasn't sure that was a safe thing for him to be carrying.
When
You get saved in Tim's house.
he can't. So far he can't cast it.
You were a wizard.
Tim, do you mind if I take that back?
I mean, they think I'm meant to be keeping it safe.
That is a good idea.
I don't trust you.
Do you need it?
To do with having it, yes.
Mm-mm.
Why?
For why?
So I can pass it back to its owner.
Which
Who's its owners?
I mean, it was glass stuff. Was the original owner.
Well, it didn't
It's,
depend on who looks at you.
It's
Do you want it or not?
special Ugwick business.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
yes.
why would I pass
Where's
it to
where's
you
the
as a-
sun change coming
No,
from?
Tim, it's special Ugwick business.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
You understand?
that's scroll. It's
What? Dude, sure.
Tim, no, please.
Can I roll inside on that?
Sure.
22.
Oh my god.
What are your intentions?
Wait, was that
That
was a lie?
Yeah, he fully told
Do
you.
I need
that.
to decide?
It's an insight.
What is your
You don't need
what
to
was
say.
the-
You don't need to say
What are
exactly.
you planning on doing? Say, are you trying to persuade him or are you trying to deceive him?
I just fancied my chances with the.
Careful.
Hello.
Thank you.
Tim can tell that I probably have no clear intentions and I just fancy my chances with the skull.
That's okay.
I mean, to be fair, if it is special Ardwick business, I am the second in command of all of Ardwick, so it's probably still safe for me to hold it.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
That is indeed totally fair. Did you know that I'm the second in command of Ardwick, Shula?
Total
You
embarrassment.
know what?
I don't-
Don't you start.
No, but I'm a gnome.
Well, for what it's worth,
Because
you can
only
take my
gnomes are
intention
allowed.
as
That is true.
a suggestion of trust.
That's right. That's good true.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
You punched someone. Only you punched it out.
oh,
I punched a few people to my regret.
Knuckles, punching, Ugwick.
Yeah, those things are all definitely words.
Probably doesn't know what Ugwick means anymore.
Isn't it some sort of cult?
I second that.
Can I insight that one?
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
clearly
sure,
it's a
yes.
cult?
Sure, insight.
Because
You
that's,
just said yes. It is a cult.
Yes, it is a cult.
Yeah.
that's a 15.
It's a cult.
I knew it.
It's an organisation of goblins with interests and iguanas concerning cake.
Yes, that's right.
Why
Sounded
Wait,
like a cult.
can you say that again?
would be interested in
That was amazing.
The
Iguanas.
organisation of goblins and iguanas with interests concerning cake.
I mean,
Oh, that was amazing.
why?
Crap, I didn't know about the iguanas.
Why would such goblins and iguanas?
I like how that makes it Ugwick with 2 C's.
And 2 eyes.
Essentially, I forgot
It's not got 2 C's because the K is for cake.
Do you remember when we went to capture glass staff and we just got him and I went further into the room?
Yes.
I found that scroll in
Okay.
his room and a few of the gems that we used for Agatha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, and then that
The
was
less said about her, the better.
Yeah. And during that time when she did the scream, I was very tempted to use that scroll on her because she made me a little bit vexed.
Don't fix me.
Certainly one way to try and put a soul to rest.
But Boyne saw me squeezing it and saw the temptation in it, and then You're awful today.
Would have been safer out of his hands in that moment. The moment's passed. He's welcome to it back if he wants it.
But now, someone's got involved and kind of.
Well, he's not having it.
No.
Agreed.
Barely.
You wouldn't know.
I barely did.
Do you? Okay. Do you have any magical?
I can read.
I don't know.
Hold on. Okay. I get a random spell page and say, read this.
Ooh. I'll give it a go.
As you're having this
I'll give
conversation,
it a go.
you're going over the book, and you disappear.
I disappear.
Me? Me?
I just.
There's
You
what?
take the book with it.
No, the book drops to the ground.
Oh, damn it!
Can't do that!
First
Hang
you
on
turn
a
him
minute.
into a crow.
Hang on.
Wait, that's the thing.
it-
That's the thing. That's
As
the
you,
thing.
and as you look at the ground, you see that there is a red rune having fluttered down and landed right where he stood.
He turns him into a piece of paper.
I didn't do this.
I'd like to examine the rune, please.
We don't need to examine.
Sure.
And the rune.
Oh, the rune.
Not the room.
The relevant thing.
No.
The relevant thing.
Okay.
I'm just going to looking around the room for him and say,
Ready to go.
It's a bit of damp.
As you examine the rune, you see that it's on some very kind of pinkish parchment.
I give it a nudge with my foot.
it's the last thing
It's
he's
kind of waferish thin.
Okay.
Is it giving off any
Oh, God.
possible?
Is this for that one?
Do we need to go to town?
I think we need to go to town.
I'll read this.
Oh.
Who's it for?
Go.
Me.
We'll read on the top next.
Don't
Yeah, no, I didn't read it.
It's not for you, Joe.
Oh, no. I was reading.
Give it back to him.
This is for.
I know what it says.
Okay.
I just gotta keep it, yeah?
Yeah, you keep it for now.
Oh, right.
You keep it for now. Okay.
Okay.
As you check over this, you see that it's still an active rune, that same angry red as it was before. However, as you hold it, it seems like odd, like paperish, wafer-like substance.
Does it look tasty?
Turn it on. Put it rest in here.
It actually does.
Is it like a hot or is
Is
it
it like
just a glowing?
skin?
It does look
It's
tasty.
glowing with the red of the rune,
Does it feel
and
hot?
as you hold it, it's got that weird kind of leathery feel.
Do you want to stick it in
Like
here?
holding
Stop
something
opening
in
it.
Like
It
yeah, like
looks like
flesh.
shit.
I'll place it inside out the
Skin.
spellbook. I need
It
this.
did not.
Yeah.
I'll place it inside out the book.
He puts the wafery thing in
Do you
in
think
here and I close. Just keep it.
that's his
It
skin?
might be mine.
Flesh.
Oh, please.
It might be mine.
And you put that in the book.
That's in the book.
Should I sniff it?
You put my neck in the book.
If that's where you want it.
I didn't know that was it.
I think.
I'm kind of committed now.
Well,
Yeah, that's.
As you bind up your book, and
no.
Grenwill appears and lands on where your book was.
Did I just destroy his book?
No.
You're sat on his book.
Okay.
That's the extent of it.
What?
I flew
Alistair.
Get off the book. Get off the book.
I'm keeping this.
I keep keeping the book.
Yeah.
No, you are not.
Grenwill.
You are not.
I mean, you just
That
kind
is
of
something-
invisible to him. It seems a fair
I
trade.
rip off my dogs from the car.
Ooh.
For God's sake.
Ah.
It's alright, it's
And doing-
dwarven
and
magic,
doing
it probably
what?
won't do anything.
I take the patch. And I
This
go,
shit
It's going down.
Just in
You
front of
cast
me.
it down, and then immediately, two giant, massive dogs appear in front of you.
I stroke the backs of their necks and I'm like, I get them to look and I'm like,
What?
Can I cast anything?
I draw my
You
sword.
can cast spells.
No, I mean like because I've got no book now.
Guys,
Oh,
what?
we took your book.
He took my book.
That wasn't smart.
Yeah,
Grenwill, what are you doing? What's...
Yeah.
This just made me do. No, it didn't. I don't even know.
I can't do that.
Oh,
so
stop
tempting.
playing with him.
I'm not playing with. Don't. Please.
Can I roll insight on Alistair to see if his book can do that?
Oh, this is weird.
Sure, roll me an insight.
No.
Don't think.
Wait. Please. Oh shit.
You're trying to just like talk down the dogs. just
Protect
see
me, boys.
if I
They
can
seem
go
to
and
just
like,
like-
give them
You want to name
they're happy.
Like, they're nice.
Yeah, okay.
Hey.
Alright, I'm still gonna.
Just for show.
You can't tell, to be honest.
Well, it's
He
the
could
same
tell the
rule as
truth,
the
he
town
could not
master
be.
had. If anyone's
Alright,
done it, it
look,
was him.
let's just settle
Two
this.
dogs.
We're all honest people here, aren't we? So,
I'm trying.
Alistair, did your book make Grenwill vanish?
No, because I don't know how to do that spell.
Look at the back of my neck.
Grenwill,
Where did you go?
what happened when you
Back of my
vanished?
neck.
Where did you go?
What's
I
on
would
my
like to look at the back of your neck, please.
What's my neck like?
What is the back of his neck like?
It's fine. It's still got that burnt-in room.
Where did
Oh,
you
it's still
go?
there.
Well, that's.
What did you
book.
see?
Thank you.
Sorry.
Why are the dogs?
Are
Can
they
I,
dinner?
can I give this now? This thing you.
On a second.
Answer our questions.
This you can read.
Okay.
Okay. And the dogs are still there. Like,
Yes. Either side.
How tall are these dogs?
Yeah.
pretty big. About like, say, I'd say Grenwill's height.
Okay.
4 foot dogs.
You can find one.
And how
You do know
how
massive
tasty do they
big,
look?
right?
I haven't seen any
No!
close.
They look like dogs, so tasty, I guess.
Why'd you have to run?
If they look happy, I'm just gonna go over and like start cussing the dogs.
Oh, they're all over you. Like immediately just jump on you, like
I
lick
like
your face like.
Well, be careful, they're predators.
No, these ones are fine, Tim. These
How
are-
do you-
these are
how
good
do you know
dogs.
that?
They're good dogs.
How do you know that?
They're happy dogs.
That's what they might do
So,
before they eat
I'm
you.
not going to pretend that was fun, but I got this thing for you, Zeife.
Me? From where?
Do I want to touch it?
We're not actually
Yeah.
touching it, dude.
It's from the wonderful town hall.
Is that where you went?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go back there again.
Oh, you probably will.
You will if they use that symbol.
They're going to use you as a dog's body.
Yeah. Where did you get this from?
The disgusting man.
The disgusting man.
Yeah.
Oh, sausage
Yes.
fingers.
Yeah.
There's only one person.
Yep.
Sausage fingers? Oh, the mayor.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should go back anyway. We need to get...
Go back
whatever.
anyway.
Go back to Fandolin. We need to get payment for the killing of the owlbear.
Is that all?
I'm sure we can get more payment for something. So yeah.
How do we prove
Right.
you killed the owlbear?
Take its
Do we have any,
powder.
are there any
Feathers
Are there
on
any
the
feathers?
floor?
There's
We still
Tim
have
is
the
wearing.
feathers.
Tim is wearing many
I
things.
am wearing many
Still
owlbear.
You are wearing yeah. feathers.
Can I just pick up one of the feathers?
Off
Scroll.
Tim's face?
I mean, we've,
No,
got, I mean,
it's on the floor.
we've taken the treasure it had in it. Is that not proof
Are
enough?
there any parts
I don't
that
think we should
resemble
tell the
owlbear?
townmaster about that.
Feathers. No, it's.
I'm not saying we're
Like
talking about
porcelain
all of it.
owlbear parts.
He's a greedy man.
When Tim punched the owlbear, his face did crack off of the rest of him.
Is that still there?
Porcelain?
It is still there, quite shattered, but it is still there for pieces.
Did it look like an owl?
Should we just take
Yes.
that?
It was owl.
That's fine.
Let's just take this.
You could put it in one of my bags.
How many bags have you got?
2 sacks.
And one full bag. Which we can't use.
Maybe just leave your full bag where it is.
As you're discussing this, the two mastiffs just rush up to you like,
Okay.
start licking you on the
You give
face.
them a stroke.
They have just been licking.
You
Go off
you
the
could
side,
make a
so
mouse for
enjoy
them.
that.
Are they good dogs?
They have good dogs.
They do seem
They're
very,
good
very
dogs.
good.
We can keep them around.
They're gonna
I
follow
don't
us.
trust them.
I like his dogs.
This is going to be a whole episode. It's going to be.
I like
these two
Scrap. I
just
scrap
playing
from
with
that
the
idea.
dogs.
He's reacting like, oh,
Good voice.
quite enjoying.
I find
To be
them
fair,
very-
they're about your height.
Well,
Look at those teeth.
How much
They're
is left
teeth
of
for
the
killing.
face?
yeah,
Yeah.
and as soon as they
It's
we
like
can
heavily
keep them.
cracked, but there seems to be enough of it left that it could be recognised as like giant owl's face.
You're gonna pick that thing up. You want to take that glove off first.
Or maybe put gloves on. If you go touch
He's
it.
got gloves already.
Let's give him
I've got,
let's give
I've
the
got
box-
one
You've
glove.
got 3 gloves.
You're wearing 3 gloves.
He's got the runic glove on.
Just waiting for.
We don't know what that thing's going to do.
Can magic items clash if you wear like 2 gloves?
Depends on the magic items.
No bollocks.
Oh yeah.
Can I before I do anything? Can I check to see if there's anything that's messing with the arcane runes or anything like that? Is that the 2
Nothing at the moment.
conflicting?
It's all just
conflicting.
herbal root.
I just go with one of the 2 bags that I've got now.
Right. Tim, do you think you can help carry this head?
Put it in.
I mean, how heavy is it?
How heavy is
Yeah.
it?
I absolutely can.
It all goes in the
It's
sack.
a decently sized sack. Like he holds it open and it goes down about down to his knees.
I mean, how heavy is the head?
Who's me?
How heavy is the head?
Go on.
It's about that
Not
much.
hugely heavy. It's just
You
it's
laughing
quite
because I
big.
have knees?
Yeah.
What?
No, like who's me?
Oh, right.
Like it said drop underneath.
Oh, I get you.
That goes down to your knees. It's about.
I thought you were like...
Like your knees, our knees.
You've got knees.
You're like a kid preparing for trick or treat.
No, I haven't drunk living things.
Happy Halloween. Here's a dismembered head.
What happened with that drink?
It is Halloween.
What happened with that drink, by the way?
You got it.
Oh.
You still
Oh, right.
Which drink? No, I put it down on the floor.
It's a normal...
It's on the floor,
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
I
Are
think
you,
that.
are you giving me the head?
Yeah, if you mind carrying it.
Sure.
Be careful moving that thing.
Hands over.
So you got the bag with the
Bag
head.
the head in.
Yep.
I've
Thanks.
got another spare sack because I had to spawn 2.
You do have a secondary sack, yes.
I'm just gonna. I sort of
We
like.
could double bag it.
I'm just gonna slot that like the edge of it, the lip of it, in round my belt so that it's sort of just dangling from my belt, along with the knife that I accidentally created. As well.
Okay, as you loop, get the whole of the 3 feet wide sack. on your
I sort
belt.
of use the sack as a twisty little like sheath for my dagger.
Did the town master say anything to you?
He just gave me the letter.
He trying to cook you?
He looked like he wanted to. You know
So-
him.
You've got that letter.
Hmm?
Looking over in Zeife's direction.
Yeah, it's to me.
Was there anything we need to know?
Dick boy, give me my drink back.
Sure.
It's fine.
No,
I've got
nothing you
it.
need to know.
Alright.
Family stuff. But I'm going back. Alistair, where are you going?
I'm all for going back to town.
I could just break the law.
I know your dog's flying.
I mean,
Tell me a law.
I like acting that like
well,
Don't murder people. No.
only you will go back. not the
Don't
rest of
steal.
us.
We've already done that.
We're
It's
still
not
gonna
good.
have to walk there.
just throw it in the face. It's like you're getting like slobber in your hands, but you don't care.
You want to go back to the guy on your own, do you?
I step away from the
It's
dogs.
just quick as I'll come with you guys.
Yeah.
I believe we head off.
Yes.
I will
Send you
start walking.
Pick up one of the bones on the floor and lob it for the dogs.
Poor Roxy.
Whatever's left of the front bit.
I just, as we're walking along, I just walk past you. Okay.
Yeah?
I'm listening.
No.
Yeah. No, not me. Take this one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm keeping the egg.
It would be far too quick.
Okay. All right. Town.
I'm just like.
Where did you end up?
The dogs are either side of
In
me.
the forest.
To be more useful than
Well, I
that?
just found a clearing and made a fire, and then
Keeping my dogs close.
I heard some marching and they followed for a while.
The soldier. Do you know anything?
Yeah.
Did you see anything?
Maybe.
Or
I saw
I don't
some
remember.
creatures,
Huh.
some
There was
Very
some-
green-skinned creatures, quite tall. Couldn't
Sounds
really understand what
familiar.
they were saying.
Green as in goblins?
Or turtles?
They were like a mix between bugbears and goblins.
So hobgoblins then.
Maybe, I don't know.
Nasty.
I was
The only
spotted
thing I
some a while
understood
back.
was Glassstaff, Nezznar, Crook Gore. What was it?
That was.
They said
Yeah, that was the Alba. Yeah.
And Thunder Tree.
Oh. That'll be Grenwill's town.
Oh.
That vision you were having. It's
Oh.
her past, her memory.
I see. They look like they've been fighting something or they've done something and they were going back somewhere else.
Are we able to hear this conversation? You two just having a little nap.
We're walking
No,
on
we're
by.
walking along.
Didn't we used to have something?
I'm
like
guessing you
this
guys
that
exit the
was
cave?
See.
We did.
Yeah,
We used to,
we
yes.
were walking on the way. I stumped up to the front.
As you head back,
I'll be walking to the tent.
I am obviously keeping an eye out for
of course.
anything.
Do you think it's similar to the memories that we had from the tiara? They were Grenwill's memories.
The ones I'm talking about, yes. Memories of Thunder Tree. What you told me was true, and I've no reason to believe it wasn't.
But I'm not sure 100% they were her memories though, because
She seems fairly sure they were.
something was different though. It was when I looked down at the hands, they were purple. Hey.
Can someone interfere with someone's memories?
I'm terrified now. It's music playing.
Yeah, I know. That could be.
I like this music. Ooh, yes.
You worked out what that
For some
glove
reason, I
does.
feel unsettled and look around.
You worked out what that glove
You are
does.
walking through a dangerous wood.
Well, we're
No.
walking through it.
I'm just making sure
Mind
my
me have a
dogs don't do anything silly.
Sure.
I'm examining the
Making
glove.
sure they don't run off too far.
Who knows?
Still attached to Alistair, so I'm going
Okay,
to
so it's still attached. Here's he holds it out open. How do you examine the glove?
I think this is
Magic
trying to work out what
things.
sort of energy it's using.
What's that?
I'm trying to work out what sort of energy it's using.
What kind of school?
Yeah, it's a school of
I
magic.
feel
Or takes a particular.
no energy coming from it at the moment.
Is it cold to touch?
Are you going to touch it?
Yeah, I'm going to touch it.
Okay. As you go to touch his open hand, it closes upon
I'm on the
your
back. I'm on the back of
fingers.
his hand.
Nope, too late.
It's turned. Okay.
It closes, and you cannot open your hand. As suddenly you see the entirety of the glove turn to solid rock.
Ooh. Ooh.
Rock.
I'm lighting up a flame.
Is it in your hand?
Oh no, it's now on your hand.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm
rocks
lighting
in
up a
his.
flame.
It grips it and it ejects your hand.
Okay, so I've got the glove
And
wrapped
it's now
around my
holding
hand.
on to it.
I'm sweater.
Well, makes me know where he got his name from.
It's now gripped on your hand.
Is your hand okay, Alistair?
Is
Right.
your hand okay?
Are you okay?
Can you put it back on?
Can I take it off him? Or just,
There is no hold but a hand.
no, yeah, no, just take it. I just take it. I wouldn't just pull it off him or anything like that. No.
It's not coming off.
The fuck?
Is it doing anything?
It's just holding there.
Is it?
With the faint purple runes glowing.
I'll have to examine those runes, please.
Okay?
Not normal.
Roll me an Arcana and a history.
Do any of these runes? Have we seen any of them before or anything like that?
Very sneaky what they were.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I can't
great.
roll a
I'll
history
just give
of
back a
15.
ring.
What's that?
I can't roll 4, a history of 15. Does this count as Dwarven Rock?
You've read possibly about stuff like this, but you haven't read the right magical books to know what it is.
It's not entirely unfamiliar, but I
Do you
couldn't
have
tell you
anything
how
to
it's working.
Stop the magic.
It's an interesting
I
look.
don't have.
Can I still feel my hand?
Oh yeah, it's just holding on.
Yeah.
It is not letting go.
Release. Stop. Cloth.
Should I cut it off?
Oh,
No,
by the way,
no.
Roll me a d10, Alistair.
Oh. 2.
You suddenly feel of electrocution
Oh, that's what that is.
as you take 2 damage.
I'm looking around to see if there are any elves hiding in the trees nearby.
Elves?
Yep, particularly druidic elves.
Roll me a perception.
This doesn't matter. Natural 20.
Oh, okay. Good.
Hey,
You are assured there are no elves.
Yeah.
What do you do? You've been just like slowly calling Ash and one's like, hey, why don't you do this bit?
Well, it seems quite sure it wants to hold on to me.
Do I see if there's... Can I check to see if there's any like indication of a command word or activation or anything like that?
Can we get the
Some way to stop it from being like this, because like, if this was a magical item,
they wouldn't be able to tell us.
I don't know.
I think
I'm just trying to see if there's something I can do to stop something magical circuits or anything like that. If there's a circuit or interrupt the magic or anything like that, because I can't dispel magic. But,
That's good talk for dogs.
Tim has just sort of stopped, but isn't gone over to look at any of this. Just assumes that they're doing something. Yeah, so I'm probably like 10-20 feet ahead, so still looking around at stuff.
It's tempting.
Can we smash it with the hammer?
my concern is that
Can I still move my hand?
As it holds you, it's like you can move your fingers.
No. It's just around the back of my hand.
Yeah, it's like not moving.
Is it good dwarven stone?
No,
Jesus.
it is just rock.
That's disappointing.
It's bad dwarven stuff.
Can you fight with it?
I think the issue is that it's an incomplete set.
Is it going to keep...
An incomplete set of what? It's just a bit of
It's
rock.
a glove and another glove. This is the right hand, we're missing the left hand.
Is it going to keep
You've
zapping
just
it?
got half a pair of gloves.
No, we only had half a pair of gloves to begin with.
Well, then we've got a pair of gloves. We're fine.
Is that the only time
No,
it's
because we
gonna do
don't
that?
have the other one.
Doesn't seem to think I'm a threat.
If it keeps
Does it
zapping,
hurt?
we need to get it off.
Heard from
Maybe
this. Stop
then
now.
rather just stand and get back to town and see if
Yeah.
What are
someone
we
can
doing,
help.
guys? Why is everybody
He's got
stopped?
rock
We've
on
got to
his
keep
hand.
going.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can do to that I would,
I don't know why.
my studies will be able to tell me of like how to interrupt a magical circuit or anything to stop it without?
You would not have read
without-
any.
Yeah. Okay.
Could do that.
I know we were all around you.
Very tempting.
Let's move.
Then I have to check.
No! No!
No, we're fine.
What was he doing?
What was he about?
Was it something?
I have a spell that's very good at getting rid of
Do
things
you
that are
need-
rock.
Do you need a chip of mica in order to do it?
Just gonna leave it there.
Who knows? Maybe it would have worked.
Well, I'll give it another go later.
But why?
Come on, okay, hold on.
This
At the moment,
is
the boy's
clearly
more
a
interested in this
problem.
thing than concerned.
Why are we just standing here?
Let's just keep moving. Okay, let's
May as
try.
well keep walking.
Just put your fingers out straight, and I'm going to try and pull it off. I mean,
Why don't you enlarge it?
I don't think that.
I don't think you would just enlarge it.
Yeah. So can I just kind of
Okay, as you pull all of Kaboin's hand with you.
with the hand? The
And
hand.
you're like, "Whoa."
Is it attached still?
Yeah, it's still holding on.
It's not
Yeah,
letting
you pull his
go.
hand off.
I'm not sure that's working. So I have my hand back, please.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Is
Let's
there any
just,
weight to it?
It's rock, reasonably heavy.
Can I still close my
okay,
hand
let's,
around
let's
it?
go back to town. Someone might know.
Can I close my hand around it?
No,
No.
it like holds your fingers.
And I could take Rockseeker's hammer,
Oh,
knowing that this is Rockseeker's glove,
okay.
and just slide it down my arm just until it comes to touch the stone.
Nothing.
That's the stone.
Just keep hitting.
Nothing.
Give
Do you want me
about
to
2
give it a
million years,
decent whack?
erosion will take place.
Okay.
Let's
go.
go back to town. Let's go back to town. Let's go back to
I
town.
guess I start going.
We're taking this thing back with us.
That's fine.
I run
We're
off.
going. No.
No, you did that last time, and
Are
you
you-
were gone for 2
Are you
days.
trying to run off like down the path?
Yeah.
As you run past
just
me?
normal-
As you run past me?
This is happening. Here,
My dogs are running with me. They just sort of stop. They sort of stop near you, around you, and then
Steady on now.
They just sat there like,
You don't wanna
we
go
gotta, we gotta be places.
Yep, but you don't want to go there on your own because
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
quite
we're
small and people want to eat you.
I'm just like
Only the head of
The man.
town.
And also maybe these dogs.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
what words we're going to choose there?
I put
What was his name?
I put you down.
What was this?
Arden West.
That was the
Keep in mind, eh?
Yeah, I know, but I've also got it written down 6 times and I have no idea which one it is.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm going to continue
We're
on.
continuing.
We're done.
Come on, Alistair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is the town?
You need to name the dogs.
Okay.
What was that?
You should call that one Dog
You were
1.
going to say don't get attached to the dogs?
Dog one.
What are you planning?
That,
You know what
you
happens,
should call that
what
one
happens
Dog
when
1,
they die?
and that one is Dog 2.
As you are travelling down the road, going through the paths, you come across a small clearing with seemingly a couple standing stones on it.
Do I see anything suspicious?
You see what seems like a leg sticking out from behind one of them.
Like a tasty leg?
Like kind of a reclining leg.
Do we all see
We
that?
all like saw him.
I'm just like,
Well, he sees it because he's leading the party.
Does it look like it is a living leg?
From the distance, you can't really tell. It's about like maybe 20 feet away.
is it just a
Any
normal
hints of
size?
movement? Any... What's it? Is it wearing something?
Is it a suspicious looking leg?
Is it a normal size leg?
Is it shifty?
It seems like the leg is in a boot
Is it wearing
and
boots
like
we
leads up
recognise?
standard trousers and seemingly a green robe.
How well turned are calves?
Oh, God.
Oddly well turned.
I just say,
Oh,
and I'm just like,
One of the
If
dogs
it's a well turned calf, it'll look
runs up
disgusting.
to the leg, swifts, and then immediately bolts into the forest.
Oh.
So it's probably fine then, because they were evil.
we'll get back with him.
If the dog did not, shall I just go outside?
Hey!
Nothing back.
Oh, just go up and see where it is.
How many standing stones are there?
There are 3 standing stones.
And is this leg the other side of the circle?
We'll find out.
As in, like,
What's going on
its
with that?
backs on it.
One there, one there, one there.
Yeah. But this
Standing like this.
this person is outside the standing stones, or are they inside the leg?
Seemingly on the opposing side from you guys,
Yeah.
the middle.
Okay,
How
so they're not
close is
actually
Zeife now? 'Cause she's
inside
not
the
You're
leg.
noticing it.
As you headed over, you're right there. As you get to the middle, you see that painted in some odd kind of ink, on the left is an outspread wing, bat-like, and on the right, again painted in outspread wing. And then as you look in the centre, you see a reptilian head
On anything or just the
on the standing stone.
On the stone.
Is it tin?
And as you...
Is it a prophecy of tin?
Is it a tortoise?
No, it is not at all. Whatever it is, it has a long snout and seemingly a frill on the top of its head.
What's the quality of the stonework like?
Where's this leg?
Withered stone.
What is with you in stone right now?
He's a dwarf.
Did dwarves make these stones? So I need to know.
As you look at the reclining leg, you see that there is
It's
a
not
man
good quality stone.
leaning against one of the stones with a mask on. Not that mask.
Thank you.
Seemingly a oddly ornate mask with horns coming out of it and a frill at the top with a seemingly reptilian snout extending slightly.
I'm making a point to go round the standing stones, not through.
Okay, you go around the standing stone.
I'm with
Yeah,
Zeife
go
at
for it.
this point.
Like,
Yeah.
wave in front of the mask.
Is he leaning dead?
He's leaning with his face
Okay.
dropped down.
Alright, pull off his mask. Just want to cool.
As you pull it off,
Hey, you, anyone?
you see a standard-looking man. Like, you'd almost think, like, handsome, you'd guess maybe nobility from the way that he has well-perfumed flesh and from his hands well-manicured fingernails. You figure he's obviously of some form of nobility. And as you remove the mask, you see that his pallor is very pale.
Good boy,
Yes.
there's a man here who's not well.
Can I see him yet? Walking around.
You see that she is dealing with a guy who is literally reclining against one of the rocks.
Is the mask anything familiar?
Roll me religion.
Does he have any markings on clothing?
No,
This isn't ideal.
as he has a hood up.
Nothing that we
That's a
vote to is
no.
ideal, Grenwill.
You don't quite know what the importance of the mask is or anything, as you see that he has like emerald green robes.
Some sort of religious symbol.
Some form. You can't make it.
Not a religion I've seen before.
Would I know of a location where
Look at him.
it could, not that I would know it, but like I would know a location where it would be a good place to start researching it, or anything like that? Like a good way to find information on like a religious...
A library, a chapel, maybe, something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, examining the man from maybe a foot away. Does he look alive?
You're quite the distance
He
away
looks-
from the
he's
standing
just
stone.
pale.
I just said you
He doesn't look
Wait,
well.
if he's not inside the radius, that's fine.
No,
I'm
he's
going
next
inside.
to the middle one.
Oh, right in the centre.
Yeah.
Okay, examining him from the edge of the standing stone.
The boy.
Does he look alive?
No.
I'm not watching this. I'm
Like,
watching.
he has not blinked, his eyes are just vacant.
Is there any blood on the ground or a
Yeah,
stone
can I
he's
at
leaning
least
up
check for a
against?
pulse?
Roll perception.
Can I check for a pulse? Or something?
Roll me a medicine.
They've never seen that.
Aaron, I'm watching the
18.
forest.
Lizard man, so I'm just...
18.
As you watch the forest, you see that on several of the branches are crows. Don't sound are they making, just watching.
Of course.
So 15 on perception.
What's that?
15 on perception.
There is
Tell
no
you
blood.
about this.
No blood at all.
No blood at all, but as you look, you see that there are several different sets of footprints, all massed around,
How pale is the body?
seemingly in some sort of regimented circle. As you see that there are deeper footprints where people have obviously stood for a
So
while.
I've like checked him.
Is there anything on the inside of the mask?
Inside of the mask.
Mm.
As you look on the inside of the mask, there is nothing. It just seems like that well-crafted kind of sort of porcelain marbles, well polished.
Seems to
It's
be
very
some sort of
secretive.
religious
Yeah,
site.
so
What was the medicine?
18.
I wouldn't want to
There
mess
is no
with it.
pulse, and as you move to check his pulse, are you checking his neck?
Yeah.
His head just goes ugh, and you see that there are 2 holes on his neck.
You got anything on that man?
No, he's just, I don't know, it looks like he's been bitten in the neck by a snake or
It's
something.
not those worms.
Bitten
I
in the
don't know
neck.
who. Yeah.
Those...
There's no blood on the stones. Or the ground.
Well,
On the man.
I mean, if he was attacked by something that's bitten him in the neck.
You
then
see
it's-
from the hole in his neck there's a faint drippings of blood, but it's very diluted.
There is some
Like
blood.
something had happened to make sure the blood did not clot.
There's some blood. He's dead.
What time of day is it?
Yeah.
At this point, it's about 4-ish, kind of that mid-afternoon kind of thing.
We should probably move on before it gets dark.
No, you need to know who he was.
You know Viridon, don't you?
I need
Can I
to
check?
This is
explain to you
very
guys.
This is what he
Can I
does
check
to
pockets
people.
and-
Oh,
yeah.
you check them?
Mhm.
There is nothing in the pockets.
Okay.
I sleep with him.
You outturn all of them, there's nothing. Although there are several different places for pockets. As you check through his well-kept tabard, his well-kept trousers, whatever it is, these are well paid for.
Any symbology? Just like no. Okay, cool.
Just on the standing
Do
stones.
you already know about stuff that I wrote down for you?
Do I recognise anything about him? Family features in his face?
Some connection
or-
to him,
Because
Only
I don't
history.
know how much you guys already knew.
12.
I'd like to prep a guiding
From his
bolt.
brown
just in case.
hair and his distinctly green eyes with seemingly a shot of yellow in them, you recognise that this is a very specific family. Seemingly of nobility from what's the place called? One from a city, but you've heard tell of them. You've met them a couple times in boring meeting situations where there have been feasts and you're just like, yeah, boring. But you do remember that these people have a very distinct eye colour.
But not who they are.
No, you do remember they are of nobility though.
So you're completely drained of blood.
I mean, he's pale. Don't.
Looked like there was a
As you
struggle.
place his head again, it moves to the side, kind of pointing down the holes in his neck, and you see that they start flowing blood out again.
Okay, yes, there's blood.
You didn't
But
finish it.
not that he's alive.
That's
But
why he's up
just
there.
Does it look like there was a struggle? I think he was here willingly.
It looks well thinned, the blood.
No, it's just still flowing.
Thin.
I'm trying to like, just like,
As you, what are you doing?
just trying to like sort of stop
As
the
you,
blood.
as you try, you like knock him, and it's just like you
I've got a guiding bolt crackling away, just on the go.
don't have anything.
Do I not? I'm not entirely certain.
No, you have nothing.
I have nothing. I'm trying to. Nothing will.
As you seemingly try to summon it up, nothing's happening.
We need to
And as you
go.
crackle it up,
We shouldn't just
the
leave
runes
him.
on the hand flare up.
Alright.
We need to deal with that first. We
No,
can just
you're
leave
not,
this.
that's what I'm saying. You're not dispelling.
Yeah, I'm not
There's
attempting to
nothing there.
continue casting it.
No, there's nothing there.
Can we?
Like you're attempting. There's nothing.
I think it's a good idea
I
for us
can
to.
try.
What's that?
Can we at least burn him or something? Sure. It's not right to just leave him out there.
It's not right to be here.
Yes, I mean, yes. Am I pretty slave?
You produce flame, and a little like baseball-sized ball of fire shows up in like outside of your outstretched fingers.
I put the flame on the cloak first, rather than starting on his body.
Okay. As you flow the flame onto his cloak, it catches the light and spreads quite slickly, as though these densely cottonous fibres are easily flammable. It's just and slowly burns and just faintly melts the flesh, and it's got that charred smell of burnt meat.
This happened recently.
Well, Feridon's not coming back
Tim
to
isn't
now.
good.
A lot of footprints on the ground.
Do you know what? How big is it? You mentioned the footprints. I look at the footprints. How big are they?
From a perception. With advantage because he's pointed them out.
Good. Slightly better. 12.
Okay. As you look and you find that each of the footprints are seemingly like standard humanoid, like well-made shoes, as you see that each of them has a seemingly distinct sole.
Ooh, okay.
Soul, you say?
That's your thing, yeah.
But no, each of them, then they seem deeply trodden into a specific spot, as though you could guess that they stood there distinctly for a while. However, as you see that there are, among the spots, there seems to be all of them running around in different directions, but all very much not as downtrodden nearly as much as they're running around. And you see that there is one pair of footprints that move in one decided direction. Very faint in the grass, as though barely touching the ground. And as they meet one other set of footprints, there is no more of that footprint there. Seemingly they are lifted off of the ground. And you see those faint footprints as they lead down toward that center standing stone and towards the body.
Yeah.
What about them?
Well, they were stood for a while, and then I think they were running.
Arcana. Two magic capable people.
Good.
20, not natural.
22.
Some form of ritual was begun here. Not ended, but begun. That's why there is still kind of crackles of arcane energy here.
No ropes, no bombs. This man wasn't forced.
They started a
What's the
ritual.
resemblance of that
It
mask?
wasn't
Like,
finished.
Oh, this reeks of vampiric ritual. I'd rather not stay to see how it
It
ends.
resembles some
The-
sort of reptile.
Lighter footprints came in, lifted, and then went straight towards him.
He didn't finish draining the body. Perhaps he's got more restraint than I thought he did. Still,
Could I have a look at the
As
other
the corpse continues to burn,
I throw the lizard head
How,
on fire as well.
it burns as well.
Okay.
Well, the lizard man.
Lizard head, yeah.
The mask.
Oh,
No,
okay.
the head.
strange choice of mask, though.
So the body in the middle of the thing is still there.
No,
It's
the
again
burning
the-
body.
What was in the middle?
The lizard
Standing
head.
stone.
It's a standing stone.
Standing stone and the
That
body was
resembles a-
lying against it.
We don't have the mask anymore.
Okay.
That's been chucked in the fire.
So the standing
Yeah,
stone.
she just threw it in there.
Okay. Can I have a look at the other pillars just to see if there's any other images or anything on them?
Only those painted in seemingly some kind of weird reddish paint. The outstretched wings,
That
seemingly bat-like.
How old are the stones?
Roll me an investigation.
One thing
for
I
what
can
you
do,
really
okay?
want this.
We have someone who played a
14.
doing this thing.
Yeah.
Older
No,
than a
18.
millennium.
18, older than millennium. Cool, I'm happy with that. You can carry on. Thank you.
He's like, thank you, DM.
Now I know how old stones were.
In one odor at home, this guy was like, he was being drowned in a stone bath and was like, how old is a stone as he was being drowned?
Oh my god.
It's like, oh.
Because that's what you've
I've got to know. I've got to know these things.
Either.
It's all I can do at the moment.
So the other people that were here either left this person to be sacrificed,
Or they volunteered.
or he volunteered,
I doubt he-
and then
You'd be surprised what kind of people are out there.
I know
the
what
other
kind of
people-
they are.
have either gone somewhere else or don't know.
Look, I don't want to find out as much as this is interesting. We need to get out of
We
here
need
before
to,
that sun
we need to
goes
sort
down.
your fucking hand out.
I'm not going to do it here, are we?
As you continue to see that the body is burning, you hear a faint crack behind it. Behind you.
Yeah.
Do you think the heat from the fire cracked the stone?
I don't think so.
While I'm looking at the forest, are there any signs of dog one returning?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
It ain't coming back.
One dog's evil.
It's spooked.
Well, let's go.
And the other dog is very tentatively, like, very much padding, like, keeping its distance away
I
from
give
the
him a
stone.
I
to calm him down.
Standing stones.
I look at where we heard the crack come from.
Mm.
It's like
It's seemingly
there.
from behind the body.
As someone who's not
Underneath
inside the
the
standing
house.
stones, can I see anything different? Like, from
No.
my angle, because I'm not by the body, so I can't see where it
No.
came from either.
What can you see, Sean?
I can't see anything, but there's something behind or under the body.
Don't
I-
like this.
We're not moving.
Sorry, I push.
Yeah,
We're still
that's
doing
cool.
this?
It's not really affected by the flames.
No, exactly.
Are we seriously still doing
Outside.
this?
You can't just move them around like that.
Too late.
As you upturn him, you see that underneath was what seems like manacles, chains,
Okay. So that's what.
open ones.
Presumably, that's what's cracked. In theory.
They cracked slightly as seemingly
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
shifting of the body caused the sound.
Well,
I'm glad we found that.
Is it just plain manacles?
anything useful?
Iron manacles,
He was.
and as you see them, you
Tied
see that
it.
there is a purple rune around those as well.
They're in the middle of the fire.
Hmm?
They're in the middle of the fire, aren't they?
No,
No?
that's
I-
the body.
That's a body.
The
Okay.
body's on fire. I've moved. He was
Okay.
chained.
Oh, right. Oh,
he was
yeah.
chained
I
to
see
the
what you're doing.
stone.
Okay.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
Something.
No, they were open.
Oh, they were.
I just.
Things can
I
be
think
changed to the stone.
You see that
I walk off.
symbol on the manacles?
Do I see?
I
do
take
I
dog
see
two
the
and I
runes on
walk off towards the
You
Okay.
do see the runes on the manacles. They're pretty easy to notice. They're slightly glowing purple runes. Roll a perception.
21.
As your eyes flow down the chains to that linking chain mark, like the bit that seemingly is, by the look of it, bolted into the stone, you see that there is a very distinct mark on there, in black, of a spider.
Of course.
Nobody else sees this.
You right? What's wrong?
So on the bit
Most
that's
of this
attached
is
to the
wrong.
stone.
I mean, with her particularly that to cause her to react like that.
He licked a drop of your blood off your cheek.
Yes,
He
I know, I'm
tastes your
can't-
memories. He's drank half
And
of this
you
now.
let him, good sir.
You let him.
He's not exactly my forte, alright? What I'm saying is, he got that from you, from a single drop he gathered by chance.
Mm-hmm.
If he drained half of that man, it's not even what he knows.
I don't know what to say about creatures like him.
I don't know what to do with them.
Well, great. Then you probably should have known not to let him drink my blood from
Think
my
I
face.
went a lesson?
You could have said something.
I did.
Should have woken one of us up.
I woke you up as soon as you let go.
Oh, my hero.
I'm just gonna.
You want to go and wrestle a vampire, that's fine.
I've
Right.
only walked away at this point. I'm about 100 metres away.
I'm just gonna take.
Come
I'm just
out,
gonna
Billy.
quickly take Zeife aside. Just
You
like
made
tap
things
her
in
on the
feet in
shoulder.
this game. How did you do that?
Are you a rogue as well?
You probably met him a few
I walked
times.
away
Right?
earlier.
Know
when
the
they got
family.
handcuffs.
They're just one of the noble families from the cities. I don't know if it was Waterdeep, Neverwinter, I don't know. It was just one of the ones around here. I recognise him, the way he looks.
Oh, you just seem like more sad. Because if it was just some guy,
Well, it was a world I'd left, and I wasn't planning on going back, but...
Speaking of going back, can we
need to go to
please
the
leave
town.
this desecrated place?
And I,
We need to keep going to the town.
The boy is getting increasingly pale the longer we stand here.
You remember meeting him from one of the feasts in Waterdeep.
Well, just because you came here doesn't mean you have to go back there.
I need to go back for other reasons, Tim. And we should head back to the town.
Yep.
Thank
I'm
you.
seconding
It's
that.
getting dark.
can I investigate the mark just quickly while they all start looking up? Can I investigate the spider mark?
No, hold up. For
Like
what
just,
purpose?
just like has it been put there purposely? Is it been there for as long as
It looks
stones
like a
have been
branding
there?
Wait,
Like
On
how
like the
recently?
bolted iron patch,
Yeah.
it seems like it is a branding mark. Like almost of an industry.
how big is
Okay.
Like a logo.
Like a logo. Okay.
how big is the thing that is in that thing? Because
Wait,
I'm just wondering, how large is the?
I can't.
How do you do that?
I
There
know.
isn't one.
I'm just wondering.
No, how do you do that? There isn't one.
There isn't one.
There isn't one.
He never said there was a machine gun in the clone.
On standing stone.
You said there wasn't a
Oh. Okay. As you're all wandering away, you see Grenwill just stomping back very moodily as he's holding under his arm one of seemingly like a huge, like battering ram-like shape as he just walks towards the middle standing stone and
Grenwill.
boom! Roll me an attack.
Oh shit! No, because I was looking at the fucking standing stone.
16.
As you boom into it, there is a up towards the top, and then as part of it falls away, and then you see blue, frosted almost energy flow out of it.
Okay.
Sort of stone
I immediately
on
storm back off with the party as they're walking away. I'm just
The
like,
fuck are you doing?
We're not walking anymore. I am
walking
running
away.
away from that.
I just go unarm the round, just like stupid fucking creepy place.
I break into a full dwarven sprint.
Is this
About
is
50
this
feet.
what
How
we're-
many
is
curves?
this
It's
what
still
we're
slower than
doing
you
now?
guys.
Or not.
It's
Roll me
catching
a
up.
religion, Caboyne.
Oh,
Because I'm
dear.
assuming you saw him do
I saw him do it, yeah. 13.
Yeah, that frosted spectral thing, that ain't good.
Yeah, that's not good, no.
Not good at all.
So,
I'm
what has been
running.
branded
You're not
as
feeling magic at the moment, but you know
No,
that ain't
I got a really bad feeling around that. I am running.
so as well as being branded a criminal, you are now being cursed probably by whatever is there.
No, it's fine.
Did
Just
the-
gotta get rid of it.
The other stones have manacles on them.
Not as you could see.
I pick up the ram.
Okay.
The
Ram.
portable ram.
Did the manacles
We're leaving.
disappear?
We gotta leave.
We need to change
Let's go.
Did
And
the
I will-
manacles
and I will
disappear
follow.
with the stone he's just hit?
How much distance am I
Like,
getting?
can I-
Maybe
Like,
I
this
can-
will get longer.
Yeah.
They're still like stuck to the rock.
I still stuck.
Have fun, guys. I'm going to live.
Oh yeah, I'm leaving as well. I follow his lead.
Okay. As you guys wander through the trees,
Just come on, slow down. Just come on.
and
It's dwarven
We
town,
can't
it's not
slow
fast.
down.
you start hearing a huge sound of flapping wings.
It was him.
Seemingly closer and closer, but from above your
Nothing to
heads.
do with it.
Can
we see
can I see
anything?
anything?
You can see
No.
partly through the canopy of the trees as you see an enormous figure, while it's quite darkened in the sky, just fade over and shadowy for a second, and then gone.
That
keep
can't
going.
be good.
And then just do.
We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, we'll just keep going.
We're going back to the
Roll me a
town.
nature, Tim.
Oh,
Ooh. That's an 18 minus 1, 17.
17. Alright then. You get
17 minutes with the book.
you get 17,
You bitch.
you get 17 seconds.
That was a big bird.
Those stones.
Big bird.
don't think
big
it's
red
a
dinosaur.
bird.
Over
Maybe a bat.
a millennium old. And you just shattered them. Whatever they... I'm running with you.
I'm running with you.
Whatever they were holding
Shorter than you.
is over a millennium old, and you just released it.
Probably isn't a good.
We didn't want to. We can't be dwelling on these things.
There is no we in
It's fine
this.
if people cannot summon things using them.
Just
I didn't like it. It was creepy.
I find you creepy. I've not destroyed you, have I?
I woke you up from death's door for you to do that.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I'm starting to regret my decision.
We gotta keep going. You know, I just gotta get rid of things.
They were
And
just
off we
rocks.
go.
It was just a battle.
There were more than just
Just
rocks.
a rock. You see,
It was a summoning place.
So that was a dragon.
Huh?
What?
Is it a
I'm sorry,
dragon?
what?
Dragon?
Yeah, let's. We should probably keep going.
Let's keep
We'll deal with dragons.
Rewind a few seconds.
going. Yeah.
What was it?
Dragon.
Dragon running with you. Oh,
Dragon,
a
right.
dragon.
Yeah, which way did it go?
What dragon?
Is it in the
Which
opposite
way did it
direction?
get from up? It went
Which
from one
direction is
up
it
to
going?
another up.
What?
Which direction was it going?
We know
Which
it was
direction
up.
was it going?
Towards the standing stones.
Okay,
Yeah, no, the other way. We're going to go to town.
I've not stopped running.
Okay, I pick
I'm not
one
in this
gnome
conversation.
and leg it.
You
Actually,
no longer
he's
hear the
good.
sound of
I
wing
put
beats
you on the-
as you hear a boom
I put you on
and
the
the
dog.
ground shakes.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't a
I-
very big one.
I look back. Can we
quicker
see
than us.
anything? Can we see anything?
You're slower.
Looking back.
I know.
I
You just
don't
got a
think
good
they
head start.
were bat
Like,
wings on
it's
the
far
other
enough
stone.
away that you can't quite tell.
No! No! Millennium old wings, guys, come on!
We're just running. We're just
We
running.
don't know. That's going to be
You said the age of the stone wasn't important.
How fast can you run, good boy?
50 feet per turn.
Oh god, we have to slow down. He has a really
But
slow down.
I've
I
got
picked him
I've
up.
got a head
Oh, he's
start.
quicker than all of us.
I've got a head
Then
start.
I throw him down again.
I'm just throwing down. I'm like, as soon as I land.
I've got maybe 10 turns head. I've got about 100 feet head start because I ran way before you did.
Oh, we've caught up.
Looking at
Anyway.
me like.
It's like you've released a
Hey.
world up.
Your sprint is double movement.
I'm just
I mean,
imagine
like,
Gimli
It's
like really
probably
left behind
fine.
by
It
everyone
wasn't a big
passing him.
dragon.
Get a gnome fast.
Dragons are. I thought they were just stories.
Call me crazy, but I
No,
think
wait.
He
You're
thought
crazy.
vampires were
You're
just
crazy.
stories.
You are crazy.
I think the dragon likes the stone.
Well, the dragon can have the stone.
The dragon likes the stone.
And you.
What are you going to do about the guy who broke it?
I did.
Grenwill,
When I saw
why didn't you ever tell us that you could
And I
summon
just put it
dragons?
when I saw a creepy man,
Yeah.
when I saw a creepy dead guy, I didn't think dragon.
Do you think it's on a...
Not okay.
As you're all like running away from this cacophonous
I had to do something.
you couldn't tell it was just a moment of
Why is it?
went over the tree.
I can't use magic now.
Why not? So you've got... You so...
I make a gesture as though I'm trying to light up a
I'm
flame.
not gonna lie.
Nothing.
I thought the
Absolutely
stone.
Talk, man.
The
Well,
rock is stopping
it
him
doesn't
from
work.
magic.
The rock.
As he does, you see
I
it again
destroy-
flare up that purple, seemingly circular rune.
Right, can we hit it off? Give me that hammer. We'll smack it.
No, it's not hammer time now.
No, I'm not stopping running.
Did you get it back?
No, I gave him the book back as soon as I came
As we
back.
start to overtake Kavoy, I'll just pick him up like this.
Roll me a strength.
Oh, he's in full chainmail, aren't you?
Yeah.
21.
How heavy are you?
Yeah, you
How
heft him
how
up.
fast are you? You good?
I'm at 160 pounds.
I don't heft him very high, so his feet are now like just going. So yeah, you're just like treading water.
Put me down, I'll run faster.
When you hold a dog above water and they're like,
It feels like he's running, but he's barely touching the ground.
Yeah.
So, good boy, what?
You're doing it. You're really doing it.
Yeah, I believe that. Thank you, Tim. I've trained a long time for this.
Encouragement was all you needed. The power was within you all along. You didn't need the drugs.
Good boy.
Stop! Like, let's just stop talking. Thank God.
I think I am.
oh, you're booking it.
Okay, well, yeah, we're just probably getting.
Proud of you.
I'm not hanging around.
As you hear once
I've heard
again
the
that
stories.
Can we get into some form of cover? Oh, yeah, do we have any cover above us?
Your like trees are above you,
How far from Fandolin are we?
You're about, maybe, as you're making a heavy pace, you're about maybe half a day's distance away.
Oh god.
Is there any sign of anything following us? Or
That sound of wing beats is getting closer.
we need to get off the path. If we get off the road, we won't be able to fly through the trees. Go under the trees.
I like twist and turn. I'm going that way.
Under the trees.
Kibon, you seem to know about that stone. What can you tell me about this?
You shouldn't have touched it. Is what I know about it. Well, you've got whatever's coming for you. You damn well deserve. Now get out of my
I
way.
clamp my
I think we found the new sacrifice.
I clamp my hand over Kaboin's mouth. As
21.
mid-sentence.
Yeah, because as you have said this, you hear those wing beats get closer.
Under the trees. I'm running under the trees.
I'm 21.
With you.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I silence Kaboin, and then are there any big trees nearby?
Oh, there's plenty of trees. That's
Okay,
what I'm saying. You're kind of under a thick canopy at this
Right.
point. Like, the occasional moment when you can see up, and there's kind of like that cresting kind of orange of the sky as there's and a shadow passes
I
overhead.
silence Kaboin, and then I stop.
As seemingly it passes by you, it seems to be circling again, and then circling again. Like whatever distance you think you're making, it's keeping it easily.
Yeah, I stop. I silence Kaboin, and then I just stop.
You can see his lips moving in prayer, but there's no sound.
And I just lift him. I don't know what everyone else is doing, but I just lift Kaboin up and I say, "It can see you, it can't see you."
We need to keep moving. We need to keep moving. Now we're under the trees. Let's just keep moving slowly.
If that's a dragon,
It won't be able to.
their magic supersedes anything we know.
Sorry, what was your religion, Dad?
21.
Oh yes, you definitely in this night.
And then I'll also whisper to Kaboin.
If you can.
Oh, you're not that.
You don't want to breathe in while it breathes out.
What? Oh god. What?
I'd like to cover myself in
Pass
mud
these
and leaves.
dustings.
Like the gas was in that trap. Just stop.
I roll up some of the cloak that I've got stuffed into my mouth.
Like the gas was.
I'm rolling up. They're sticking some fabric in my mouth.
Your staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Roll me a stealth with advantage.
But then you won't be there anyway.
Kaboin's mouth is now stuffed with cloak and cloth.
That's
You do remember this.
That's a 21.
I'm guessing you're stopping to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just briefly.
I'm guessing nobody else is stopping.
No one else stopped.
I
I'm
stopped.
just gonna.
Why?
With Kaboin. I'm also going to say I'm holding my breath.
Okay, roll me a con.
I can hold it for an hour.
That's absolutely fine. But you can hold it for an hour in calm states.
Yeah, I'm just.
And suddenly there's a
I've just stuffed cloth into my mouth.
seemingly close by. And as you're hiding in bushes at the moment, and as you peer out, you see huge reptilian foot pad past, enormous, taking up basically 5 feet among itself.
I loosen my handbags.
And you hear that soft sound of seemingly slithering, as though something of scales is moving through the undergrowth. And as you look past and you see that foot lift away, you see a tail move through the...
I also hold my breath at this point.
Yeah.
Where is Alistair? Where is she?
We went in the trees.
Wherever they were, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he came with me.
Okay.
My feet aren't
in
on
that
the
case,
ground.
roll me an athletics, you three.
Based on what Tim said.
You said you were in the trees.
I didn't climb.
You didn't try.
I didn't climb. I didn't know we were going to, I didn't know they were
We're not
climbing.
climbing. We're just
Oh, you're not
walking
behind the
there.
trees. Oh, you're hiding behind the trees.
Well, we're like in the shrub and
Hide
the
behind in the
undergrowth.
trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
Roll me a stealth. Roll me a stealth. Roll me a stealth with disadvantage.
Why have I got this?
Because you're on fire. And you
And
burned the sacrifice.
Your hair glows.
I'm on one knee in the bush, just covered in mud.
What was your stealth roll?
21.
Yeah, you're fine. I've got. Well, actually, let's see if you are fine.
Yeah.
I mean, literally
It's
a
a
god.
god.
15.
Some leaves and mud on my face
7.
versus
15.
a superior magic
12.
being.
1 and 5.
What did you get?
12.
7. She's not stopping us.
Oh, 15. I thought you said 6.
Oh, no, 15, yeah.
Oh,
Well, this is.
Okay. As again you hear that padding, and as you look partly from behind the tree, you see an enormous reptilian body, its wings folded back behind itself, standing about 10 feet tall as it is stood on 4 legs, as it just wheels around with an enormous snake-like neck, wheeling around, searching, with a frill running down its neck from up to its head, as you see that there is an unpleasant expression on this creature as it looks around with misleading intelligence.
Do we see what colour is it?
Green.
if I've gone into my shell, do I have stealth advantage?
No, because you're not moving.
Cool.
And let's see if it notices.
I mean,
Oh,
it
so
does.
notice. It is going to notice.
Unless it rolls a nat 1.
You are so unfortunate.
No way in the lily-livered hell.
Well, I rolled a 2, so...
Oh, shit.
I'm still holding my breath. I'm not releasing anything at that.
Yeah, how long has it been though? Just been here.
How like
20
how
seconds.
persistent is
And
it?
as you feel its heavy breath, you just see it slightly billow green, noxious gas as it just flows out of its mouth as it breathes openly. Who destroyed my circle? Who's feeling brave enough to desecrate my property? As it moves around, seemingly whirling around, it can smell something, but it can't pinpoint where. As it moves around, you smell. It is distinct. Elven? No, not elven.
Is it back to
Gnomish? I haven't had gnome in a long time. They call it finger food to me, for it is the size of my hand. And I haven't eaten one of those. As you just see a huge reptilian tongue just slather across its fucking lips. It's about 5 feet away at this
And
moment.
is it chasing us or is it facing away?
It's seemingly moving past your trees, just moving. And it turns towards you guys. Cons for hold breath.
I wasn't holding my breath.
You're about to as he's getting closer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks fudgesicles for that. That was a 7 and rolled to 17. What was it? Just straight con
I
save?
literally have a racial
You're
trait.
in
It's like I
a
hold my
bush
breath
with
for an
Kaboin
hour.
away from those trees.
Is it straight? Just straight con save?
Straight con save.
Cool, 20.
4? Zeife didn't know to hold the breath.
Bye bye.
No one told us to hold
No
up.
one told us to hold our
Have the banshee all over again.
No one said anything. I'm just about to put
Literally,
my
the
hand
banshee
back
all
at
over
it.
again.
Because you haven't actually stopped. No
Woman mouse.
one's stopping me.
As you feel and see just gas billow past your tree, Shula, as it just moves closer, and you feel that breath as it seemingly just wafts the grass near your feet. And you see an enormous snout peek out from behind the trunk. No. This is alien. Interesting. Nezznar, don't fool with me anymore. As the snout just retracts away, and then you just hear and a huge gust as all the grass and everything is blown away. And just and the wing beats go away.
We need to get to the town. We need to get to the town now.
Shit.
I really feel like he's
The good news
dragging
is-
that out.
He thinks Nezznar did it, not us.
But if he happens to us,
Nezznar seems to be helping.
I'm not lying to a dragon.
Okay, I'll admit.
Who's Nezznar? Who is Nezznar?
Pray tell, what did you admit? What is this
the other
fault?
man with the flaming hair.
This is beyond anything, and if he comes back, I will, I will happily.
We'll make up one of these.
Insight check the crap out of that.
I'm being.
He's saying, if next time, it's on me. Next time I will take responsibility.
I will happily just.
Yeah, insight.
It is.
Oh crap! Yes.
It is sincere.
23.
Oh, he's genuine.
This is. Kaboyne said it all before.
Literally.
I've got that sort of surprise face of you're drinking a Coke can, but instead it's milk inside.
Let's just
The most unexpected thing possible. And my brain can't fathom it.
It's not unpleasant, but
Let's just go.
Kaboyne's legs have started running again. I don't know if the rest of me is able to follow, but his legs are moving.
No, I'm still holding you.
Yeah, only my legs have started going again, right? Cautiously at first, and then they've gone. Yeah, okay.
It's like a wind-up toy.
Yeah.
as you see that the noxious vapors are now they sit just about maybe a foot off of the ground. They haven't dissipated yet. And as you do, you hear.
No, the dog! I want to go grab the dog! I want to go grab the dog. Can we see
As
the
you
dog?
run to the dog, you see that it has inhaled.
Can I
those
pick it up out
vapors.
of the fog
And it
vapor?
is it's seemingly in convulsions at the
Can I
moment.
pick it out with the fog vapor?
Have you brought it
Pick it
over?
up. I try to pick it up and bring it out of the
You
fog.
pick it up as it's seemingly struggling to breathe.
Right.
How close is it to where Tim and I are?
I'm bringing it over to
Okay.
you.
I take the.
I would like to
Green.
spare the
Boy.
dying.
The
You
green bottle is
can't,
taken off.
surely.
Okay, as you take out
It's
the
not
patch,
living!
as
It is living!
4 bottles
I mean-
of green
Come over
liquid.
here.
Rock on your hand.
I'm not bringing it over to you.
I know,
Bring it
I'd
over
like
me.
to.
It's a sign that it's dinner.
I take one of the green bottles.
Well, when it's dead, you can eat
Okay.
it. It ain't dead
Half
yet,
it.
Tim.
Is that your microwave sound?
You
The
feel
whimpering
much
of the
better,
animal.
even though you were already full health.
I give half to the dog.
It licks it greedily,
What is that?
and it seemingly feels much, much better.
Okay, good. I give him a stroke. I take 3 potions. I go, just take one each.
Just
There's,
licks
Yeah,
you
you just
completely all
immediately
over
take
the
one.
face.
is there 3?
Yeah.
There
Who are
four,
you
sorry.
offering
There was
these
4,
to?
so
There are 3 left.
3 left. I just give them out.
I'll take
I'll
one.
grab
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you. I mean, it's your dog, but.
I get the dog and I just come on. But
That makes dogs better.
Grenwill's mortified. He's walking kind of
That makes dogs better.
just arms stood by his side, not really moving, just walking very pale,
When?
just thinking things over.
As it walks by you, just about shoulder height to you,
Ingested
and just
many of them.
licks your shoulder.
So, crouching, it was 10 foot tall.
It's on all 4s,
Yeah.
and it was still 10 feet tall.
Yeah. Would I know the age? No, what the age classification?
Probably
It's
in
not
nature.
very old.
It's not made of rock, so I can't
No, probably nothing. Nature 9.
Young.
It's probably
What
26.
sort of stories would I have heard about dragons?
Just out of
I mean, I'm
college.
sure not
They
good
are to
ones.
be avoided.
Would Kaboyne know much of the colours, or does he just know dragons are generally...
He would know that
bad?
green are hold your breath.
Yeah.
Well, he knows that now. I told him that.
With me being a bard, would I know any folk stories of dragons?
Oh yes, you've heard tales of how dragons laid waste to kingdoms, how they claimed much riches, and yet at the same time their greed was unfathomable, as you kept in mind that while they were enormously powerful, they were very vain.
Listen, the basic takeaway is it sucks. It'll poison you. Hold your breath. Don't try and poison it. Just, slap it. It's hard.
While holding your breath.
Yeah, but maybe not now when we're already not good.
Did we take any?
Would-
Did we inhale?
No.
Okay.
And as that last of that
Didn't
mist
No,
dissipates,
but we rolled a 4 on our contract.
Would I know of, heard, or read of any new emerging green dragons within the area or within the country? Would I know of anything like that?
you would have roll me a history.
Natural 5, so history plus 12.
Wow, that's a lot of history. Okay, as you remember that you read over some books that seem to account that seemingly 80 or so years ago, maybe 100, that a green dragon was born, seemingly held in a clutch, that while knights had attempted to slay all of the dragons, one dragon had survived, as the dragon had saved one solitary egg, and the knights gave it a name, Venomfang.
I wonder why.
That's lovely.
As they knew that it would return at some point and take its revenge. And you remember reading at about maybe 60, 30 years ago that something had come, and all that order of knights were wiped out by a single dragon with a vengeful lust.
So we should probably not hang about.
Yeah.
My legs are moving, I just can't go anywhere. He's not really twigged, he's been picked up, his mind is all over the place.
We should probably tell people in the village about this.
Yeah.
It is a dragon after all.
Grenwill's just walking along slowly like he's had way too much to
It's
drink.
Ryder.
Not enough, am I right?
But it's just all in his
The guy,
head.
the other thing with flaming hair.
Come on, Alistair.
Boy, just babbling combinations of mostly celestial with a little bit of dwarfish. It's
He's
mostly
also-
just the word Timora over and over again in different languages.
All I pick out is tin.
But I'm also still fully covered in mud and leaves.
That works.
As you just walk back, you look like a ghillie suit.
Yeah.
It's just as well. You didn't die.
This is part of your ascension to godhood.
Anyway.
I'll start somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just like, there's no point praying to me, you're not a
Guys,
goblin.
I could recommend this.
No,
I'm
greedy.
not
I'm sorry, what?
Takes the fabric out of his mouth.
Oh! Yeah, Tim's a god now.
Yeah.
A what?
A god.
Yeah, also I'm
to
a god.
goblins. Some goblins
He's a goblin god.
we ran into, they really liked him because he did things. And he wrote his name.
I can read it
He
right
can
now.
read it right now.
Okay. How? And I just sit there. And I count the hours. Sure, I was only gone a day or two.
Well, I've been working on it a little while.
If we
I just had to create
approach
the alphabet.
or find
Tim's
a
total.
warlock goblin dedicated to Tim ever, I would be so disappointed in you.
Sorry, he's already made
That's
fire.
your, that's your character in the next campaign.
By the
Yeah,
way,
true, yeah.
if he comes back, I can really recommend this. And I just point to the mud and the leaves coating my body.
Yeah, I recommend we send him
Who
as well.
Who said that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to walk back
I'm
to
walking.
I'm continuing to walk.
Well, that was
But I'm keeping an eye and an ear out for any more poisonous drakes.
Those pesky drakes.
Okay. As you're all travelling, and it's a bit more quiet in the forest, as though everything in the forest is holding its breath, fearful of what has just passed by. This is the apex predator of the forest. Once it claims a forest, you all know there is nothing else that stands even close against it. And as you travel down, you see that there are things just having seemingly died, just seemingly choked to death, like rabbits and squirrels, some of them seemingly having fallen out of trees, some of them having suffocated from the ground. And as you walk past, you see that there is slight and darkened plants and gnarled, thorny roots having seemed to grow in the time being. And as you walk back, you get to Thunderdream, I'm talking about. As you get to Fandolin, you find that there is a tense mood, as you see that there are guards at the gates. Like, oi, we unsaw that big thing. What's you doing? We saw it. It was going over the tree lines. Did you not have anything to do with that?
No, but we saw
No.
it. We saw it too.
It'd be hard not to say it.
I can walk from here, Tim, if you...
Oh, sure. Well,
Think before you speak.
What if I say that I summoned him?
No.
I will kill you myself.
We have a deal.
No.
I mean, could we get a deal?
I get this removed.
There's only one
What's that
way.
wizard guy talking to? He's just kneeling down there.
How old are you two?
I get this removed.
What stories have you heard in your childhoods?
The dragons were nasty things and they ate everything in sight.
It's a
And
lot
they made
worse
sure to
than
keep
that.
the riches. They stole from the dead, but they made sure they were dead first.
Well, not hard for them to make sure.
No, I've heard things.
What leverage?
There's no one doing that now. Whatever summoned that thing, it's here.
If you've summoned it, they're going to hate you more.
But they'll fear us.
We don't want them to fear us.
You can hope for now is a good death.
Oh, I hope it don't come near here.
I hit Grenwill and
We-
slap me around the back of the
We
head.
got people to make sure we can shoot it down.
Do you pray?
Arrows and I'm sure it'll go away.
Do you pray?
Okay. I never said
To me ma.
Good.
And now's your time to choose a god.
I'm a god.
Could me ma be it?
Oh, careful now.
Yes.
You're a god?
I
You're
am.
gonna want that small comfort when it comes back.
Gods who live in the sky or
it's a
down
matter-
in the ground if you still worship the bad ones.
Oh, but I'm a little more down to earth than that.
He's more of a demigod.
Roll me persuasion with disadvantage.
You would approve of.
But we have been backing this.
I didn't approve any of this. I haven't approved of the last half hour of this.
12.
Oh, please.
You are lucky as a concrete.
Oh my god. Oh my Tim.
Oh boy.
OMT.
If you insist, I what's your name again? Oh, wise and powerful.
Oh, God.
Oh, wise and powerful Tim. I must let people know.
He'd be able to kill the dragon.
He'll what?
He'd be able to kill the dragon.
Oh, the great and powerful Tim. We would most certainly worship you if you could destroy this dragon. We know we would open up a church to you. That church there, fuck that bitch, we'd chuck her out right now and we'd worship the great and powerful Tim instead.
Why is it better than mine?
I mean, I'll do my best.
Can you please just let
This
us
is winning them over with love.
We can
You wanted to win them with
words.
fear.
But we have to do it now.
He would have blown as
Can you
well.
slay the dragon?
I can give it a red hot go.
We'll give you a red hot worship.
We've never done it before because I've never met one before, but
God's never met a dragon.
I
I
am-
thought gods and dragons were mates.
I'm abandoning this
Well,
conversation
it's
and
make
heading
life
to the
a
sleeping giant.
Yes,
Because I am not dealing
walk
with
into
Let's
town.
go,
Get
Grenwill.
inside you. You've got him on command, you.
Yeah, just like guide him away. Just,
I'll leave this
Well,
thing.
just
I scratched the
swearing,
Tim
screaming.
autograph into the beam. and,
Mainly because it's all my
That's
fault.
it, Tim.
And you're making something
Assist.
that make it.
I just tap Gaboyne on the shoulder
That's my
like,
language.
Gawain's got a
I'm
bump forming in his
so
head for the most time.
sorry.
Awash in amazement.
So you guys have gone to
Shooter.
I swear if
Please
my...
never leave again.
Fuck.
So who's gone to the
Please
inn?
never leave
I've gone.
again.
Yeah, have you gone to the inn? You've gone to the inn?
You think this wouldn't happen if I were still here?
I think there'll be something that will be obtained a little bit. I think.
You see, this table got out of hand because you weren't here to help. It was just us. We didn't really. We panicked. We made a god.
You're a good. You're a
I just say,
good conscience check
Come on,
on
my
morality.
I
don't think I am.
these
Very
guys.
That's the
powerful.
most.
Since
We should be fine.
we've fallen
As
behind.
All I know is don't press the gnome that
I mean,
makes
I'm
stupid
gonna
drinks.
segue into the.
We should be
I mean, that's already a lot further.
It's
At
like
least
big maze
than what
building,
Zeife
like-
built.
Well, town hall.
As long as Tim, as long as the dragons
Yeah.
and cats win the
That's kind of towards like the
Famous
village square, but that's
dragon
where
square.
these guys would be.
Okay, I'm gonna
Fine.
just tail off.
Or catch when
Okay.
you broke.
Do I see that happen? Because you were ahead of me. I was
I know, sorry.
Rolling perceptions with disadvantage, you
Oh,
thought.
wait,
Rolling
no.
perception.
Yeah, I just went until you.
Disadvantage.
They set it up. You still know. You knew.
Go.
They're exactly the same. What is this?
Roll me a stealth.
20.
14.
10.
2 20s.
You don't notice.
12.
20.
14.
I'm way
For
back.
what am I doing?
To notice.
You're rolling through a perception.
To notice if she goes.
Yeah,
to notice
so
if
you're
she's
the
gonna
only
take
one
it
in
off.
front of me.
Passive
What's,
15.
no, I don't even know what's on.
Fair enough. Passive bitch.
Flex. That was a flex.
That was
Passive 15.
Okay. As they all kind of notice you trail off slightly, except for Grenwill, I think you kind of got things
That
going
was
on.
so
in his
fucking
head.
selfish.
As they see you just kind of veer off towards the town.
Well, take care wherever you're going. And I carry on
Keep on!
Keep on going.
None about
to go and dig my grave now. Won't be hard. Not that long.
my grave! This is entirely my fault!
Your grave is flying around up there.
I assumed you just already had one prepared. I mean, it's the way you.
I've dug your 5. Take your pick.
Fun fact, you actually have to write your will before you sign up to our
I wrote your will.
Is it Grenwill?
You might need it soon.
My last Grenwill and Testament.
I
That's
will.
what we call this episode.
I will follow Zeife,
Grenwill.
but at a distance.
I follow that.
Okay.
And if you come near me, I just.
Do I
like,
notice them
I mean,
follow me?
I'm
Perception.
being quiet.
Like I'm staying like 20 feet away.
Yeah, like I'm not going to actively
Stealth.
follow right behind her.
Stealth.
Come on, beat it
I'm
down.
not stealthy, I can't see shit.
Yeah, you would see me following you with my 5.
21.
20.
You got not noticed, Shooter, somehow as you kind of pull a hood over your glowing hair. However, Tim, you are like... You
what
are
I
just
did in
kind
the
of
forest
like
as well.
behind a barrel, being
I'm
twice
not-
the size of
I'm
it.
not particularly trying to hide.
Yeah, you're
I'm just making sure that I'm not following her closely because I don't want.
If
I
I
don't
left
want
him to die in that cave.
I don't want to get in on a conversation. I'm just coming
Oh,
to
yeah.
make sure.
Or
they're
if I had
facing
volcatic when I drowned, I was drowned.
Good morning.
You
Good
sure?
morning, mates.
With 2 points of
As you
When we
head
both of which
inside,
would have killed us.
Grenwill goes against every fibre in Cavoy's body.
Come on, guys.
Sorry.
As you head into the buildings, though, if you see that again, it is that candle lit. It's not hugely bright in the room. It's kind of that gloomy. As you see, just again those 4 knights, each of them with ornate helmets, stood there, swords at the ready. Although you do see them at the ready, but you do see their hands towards them. As you just see at the very desk at the very back of the room, behind pillars, illuminated slightly by candles upon his table, and there's that weird smell of animal fat in the room. Horwin, yes, Horwinter, what can I do for you? As he chuckles, and there's just like that ripple of his enormous gut and neck. What can I do for you?
I need to see Nezznar.
Do you now?
I'm here to see him.
Oh, yes, very well. Yes, as I understand, Sildar's already down there. He has words to speak with him. He says he's waiting for you.
I know.
Lord knows if I know why. Oh, how's the nerve?
In
Prime
trouble.
ready.
You haven't seen him for a while.
In trouble, you say? Nothing incriminating, I hope. His eyes light up.
Probably not. I walk past.
Oh,
I just look at you as if, like, do you want me to come with you?
Yeah.
good. Hello, Shula.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Oh, did we notice now?
Now that the
I'm
fat
behind
man's
you
announced
anyway.
Hello there.
Yeah, hi.
How are you, my dear lady?
All the better for being back in town.
Oh, you charming. As he just wafts his hand and just like, you see like huge bingo wings like, like he's wearing clothing but the bingo wings still sag down the sleeves.
He's still here then.
Of course, I'm always here.
He's still here. He's referring to us now.
Yes, Nezzar's still here. Well, we were talking about me, my feelings. They're so
Of course
bad.
you're still here. You're the mayor of this town.
Oh, yes, you do understand that. Very good, yes. No, Neznar's still here. Down, locked away, where I left him.
Yeah, sure, you don't need to go see him. Maybe head on to the end with everyone else.
I want to make sure for myself this time.
I'll tell you later. Tim, maybe you and Sheila should go to the end.
You sure?
Yeah.
get me.
Have you gone?
I think we're at the inn. Probably.
I will wait.
Go away. What, next to Wester?
I'll just step back a little bit into the chamber. I don't go back to the inn, but I'll wait.
So you kind of just relax next to one of the pillars.
Well, then I just go. So, got that elbow.
You're literally like, the one you're next to is just one of the guys like,
Yeah, Tim doesn't remember that it wasn't them.
yeah. And we'll leave that. As you two head down, and then you see that down steps, not a huge amount of steps, well crafted marble, well polished. As behind bars, seemingly with a safe there, but it would take the strength of 2, maybe 3 men to open that. Is stood there, just relaxed against the very far wall, against that safe, is Nezznar. And sat, seemingly waiting, is Sildar. As he gets up, his salt and pepper beard, like, grown a little bit, as he obviously is a little bit panicked, like, you're alive. Oh, thank God. You got my message?
Yeah.
Good.
Why does he want to see us? Why us?
Well, I don't know at the moment, but he specified plural. He said whole winters.
Because Emmy is too, so...
Exactly. It's what made me curious. As you just hear, I wouldn't be so sure about that. 2 of you. I don't know what he's talking about here.
What do you know?
Well, I know many things, very gracious of you to ask, actually. But, oh, hello there, sister.
Hi.
Nice to see you join us as well. Oh, you. Nice to see you too. I'm glad both of you came. But
I'm here
let's-
to make sure Zeife's okay.
She wasn't invited.
I
Carry on.
appreciate that you came. It's all right. It's a simple matter, really. I have something to ask of the Hawkins. I want you to make sure that Glassstaff stays alive. He has a specific purpose. He will fulfill it. And until he does, he will survive.
But Glassstaff and the Red Brands killed my brothers. It was awful. Why?
The Red Brands did indeed kill your brothers, along with Orville. It's a whole little net of conspiracy. But you see, I want to make sure that you don't allow Glassstaff to die until he is meant to.
Meant to? For what? Father, do you know anything about this?
This is all news to me. As he's just like looking at both of you like, Greek to me.
We are not keeping the man alive who was responsible for this.
Ah, but what if I told you he wasn't fully responsible?
Speak clearly.
You're the sole heir remaining of the Hawkins, are you not?
Yes.
Someone's been misinformed. As he leans forward and you just see him just hands, chin between his hands, and he just feels his hair. Yes.
Can I lunge towards him and try and grab him?
He's behind bars, but sure.
Fine, I just go towards the bars and grab them. Like, what do you know?
Oh, temper. Oh dear. You really should treat your daughters better. They'll have better manners, you know. You talk about how I'm raising my daughters. It's all right. Terrible fathers never do reconcile, do they? But terrible fathers never do keep up either.
He is a good father. He is a good father. What do you need from us? How are we supposed to keep him alive? Why?
Oh, I don't expect you to keep him alive long. As I said, just keep him alive until he's meant to.
And in exchange, you tell me where whoever is my brother, one of them, all of them.
We have Orel.
Where? You have him.
Sildar is just falls back against him.
Where is he?
Deal deal,
Deal.
must be fulfilled.
Fine. How long for?
Go to Thunder Tree. Keep him alive until he is meant to not be.
How will I know when?
Well, you'll know when.
And how is he supposed to die?
He dies in an important way. There is someone there in Thunder Tree who will tell you exactly what you need to do.
Dad, do you know where this Thunder Tree is?
Thunder Tree resides towards the northeast of Phandalin. Some trail along. Past Agatha.
Okay.
Great ghost of the woods.
We've met her, yes.
Oh, actually, you have. Everybody has. She has terrible fashion sense.
Okay, we do it.
I would deeply appreciate that. And, sister dear, please make sure that they do as I ask.
If you say
Those words for them.
Last I knew, you were sending Glassstaff to his death anyway.
Oh, don't worry about what I do. My intentions are pure.
Do we do as he says? That's to Silver.
Hmm?
To Silver,
Can I inside
Sorry,
my
what he
insight?
says? To Silver, I'm asking.
What
we
are you
do
asking?
If we do what Nezznar says,
What are you saying?
do we keep Glassstaff alive? Do we?
I don't know, this glass stuff is, but I'm assuming it's in all whim. I don't know what he means about this when he dies, like if he's meant to die. I don't know what that means. But he says to keep him alive until then.
I guess we just do. I mean, surely we can protect one person.
Oh, I suppose we could, but I don't know how you're supposed to do that. This is weird. I'll trust you with this.
We have to
I'll
do
try and
this.
keep an eye on him. He's up to something.
Okay.
I don't know what, but he's up to something. Hear me, you filth! We're going to make sure you don't pull any sneaky little tricks. No tricks? At least not yet. As he just lies and reclines back on his makeshift bed. You really should get some better pillows in here, though. These are so uncomfortable. Yeah, he's a bastard, he is. I don't know what the deal is. Not gonna lie.
And what do you plan on saying about this to the others?
You can explain to Tim why he can't go build Glassstaff anymore.
I'm not going to tell him.
Zeife, go easy on her. She always integral in keeping me alive.
Since when did
I saved your father.
She did. I don't know about her ability to keep secrets, but she's got a good arm.
Thank you.
Alright, well. If you think I should tell him, I will.
Well, we know at the moment Tim wants to kill Glassstaff. If Glassstaff's not meant to die until a certain time,
Then he's not
the
going to
then
die.
we need to make sure he doesn't.
Fine.
We need to keep Tim away from him if we can.
Fine. Fine. I just want my brother back.
I want my son back. We'll get him back, Sheila. Sheila, Zeife will get him back.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know about your brother, but
He just puts his hand on your shoulder like, get him back. And he heads back upstairs. As you find Tim deep inside the
So
conversation.
basically, I am a god. It's,
oh God.
The gods are still like,
If you've ever considered, if you've ever felt like whatever is happening out there isn't really working for you, then feel free to switch to Tim.
as you're talking to him, he's obviously blanking you as they all look like two Western, just like gesturing to their swords, like, please. And you're like, it's a
I don't know what powers I have, but I'm really excited to find out.
Oh, your powers of perception are remarkable, Tim.
They are. I can spot that sausage that you're hiding in your beard.
Well, I don't know. I had any of this flavour left. Oh, yuck.
Oh, hey guys. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. We have another job we need to do.
What's that?
We need to take glass stuff to
Even
the
more
village
conflicting.
northeast of here and kill him. But kill him there. So he needs to get there safe.
Why?
It's important that we do so. It just is important to him. Can you help me get him there safe?
Important to who?
To me.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go get the others. Let's get glass stuff.
I guess I like tea, Zeife.
Oh.
I'll log down the floor here. Oh, Tim. How you doing, man? How you doing, buddy?
Do you know him?
Fine.
They rescued me. I wasn't deciding to be friends with them, but it happens.
He's being tortured by goblins.
Oh, yes, those goblins. Nasty little bastards. Kill them all if you can.
Well,
What do you mean mugging me for, Tim?
I'm not there. I can't.
Come on, Tim.
Don't know whether to or not.
Tim.
I can't sway you either way.
Kill the goblins.
We're
Why? I did nasty things to me.
The coin.
You were very rude to me the last time we met. And the goblins are nice now. So be nice.
the goblins like
Nice.
the goblins like Tim. There are some that are okay, I think.
The
So.
goblins liked it.
They're not nice. They're just alright.
Tim, are you telling me that you've fallen for the goblins? They've fallen for their tricks?
I'm their god now.
He's their god now.
Oh my god.
Oh my Tim.
Sorry.
But I'm not your god.
You are damn right on that. You be a god, Tim. You be a god to those goblins for as long as they want to keep you. It's
You know-
up to you.
Your dad's always kind of been a dick. And I walk out.
Look out for him. He has no ability to judge people. Yeah.
Good luck. See you.
Goodbye. As you just leave him and he's just stood there, just seemingly lost in thought in the hall.
I'm walking away without looking back now.
Going up to the inn, I
I
assume.
stay with Silda.
Oh, for fuck's sake, go.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
No, not like that.
I just want to say I'm not waiting for Zeife.
No, I'm
It's
not.
fine.
I
You
just see
both
his
headed
shower.
off. She moves to keep up with you.
When we rescued you,
Yeah,
you were transporting someone.
yeah, I was.
A dwarven fellow, as you
Yeah.
remember.
Good old Gandrin. No idea where he's gone.
We found something,
Excuse me?
and I pull him aside so that no one else can hear.
Yeah, you just see him just like Wesser just like crowing in there.
Yeah, I move him like that.
Such a foul creature.
Such a beautiful bird.
In the cave where
Yeah.
the owlbear was,
Albert.
it's a long story.
It sounded like it.
There was a skeleton with a dwarven skeleton with an eye patch
Right.
and a hammer and a glove with,
Which eye was the eye patch on?
I don't know, do I remember?
Roll me history.
Did I get that much of a look or not? 14
Seemed on the left.
on the left eye.
He was on his left.
Yes.
And this on the skeleton. He was on his left.
Yes.
Like this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not him.
Off for that.
Guy wore on his right.
Okay. Would I remember that from when I met him?
Roll me history.
Just want to stop
That
again.
20.
People off.
Yeah, when you remember meeting him, he had it on his left.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Fuck's sake. I keep that information to myself.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Gandrin's got eye patch on his right side. I remember distinctly on that one.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, then Gundren's still out there.
Clearly.
Maybe you can still find him.
They're after him, don't worry.
Who's after?
We're all after him. Like, apparently people are after him. I'm supposedly keeping an eye out for him. Like, we're all doing that.
Well, I thought in case it was important, I'd let you know what was
Oh, I appreciate you telling me, but don't worry. Don't worry. It ain't him.
Okay.
Might be a dead dwarf and much to the pity, but it ain't him.
I say good night and leave.
Yes. Rest well to you.
I really want to,
Good night,
I really want to
Jula.
go and speak to Nezznar again, but I'm going to wait till the morning.
Okay. Well, as you all head back, where did you guys go?
Well, in the inn.
Okay, you make it to the inn.
With the whatever's on my hand. Just
Break down the door with your
Just
rock
like-
hand.
I just fall through the door.
I thought you were going to tell us. Keep going. What are you doing?
As soon as she opens the door, I'm like, excuse me.
Think
Go
I'm
and get a drink.
still alive?
And give her some money.
Why is a little bush trying to get into my place?
I give her like a silver and go and help myself.
I collapse to my
And
knees.
how does this little bush have money?
I need this. Please.
Get away from my store. You are dirty. Get away.
I'm standing on the bar just like, I need this.
We have a.
Get away. Come on, help me. And she just flares up sacred flame.
I paid you.
We have a problem with that. And I just sort of throw my hand around.
Boy, have you lost your faith?
Can you lift it that high?
You gave her a walking high five?
It was a glove.
You are now in holy matrimony with the glove?
It was a glove that I had, and it grabbed onto him, and then stopped him from casting spells. Look, I'm trying to cast something.
Yeah, it's the switch.
Just do the flamey stuff.
I'm trying to do it.
I know, just do all the motions. Go to the motions. Now, you see the runes. There are the runes.
It would be great if it worked.
Yeah, the template just works.
Oh, thank God. I thought you had lost your faith.
Oh, no.
Where you are? No, but
That's the least of our trouble.
what is the problem?
Some sort of. Don't know what it is. It's like
magic or his.
Wait a
Faith?
minute. I think I have a. Let me try something. As she takes her hand and you see there's no magical energy, just gently runs her fingers down the back of the glove, and the rock disappears and lets go.
Part of the water cycle.
I try and let the flame.
Just got that.
You flare it up.
What is that?
I go over to the altar.
Touch.
Okay.
If you are forceful trying to break something often, what makes you think it's going to let go? Gentle is the key, my friend.
So do we tell you about the other thing
Now
now?
speaking against gentle, get that thing off of my desks! You're like,
How
leave it mad.
volatile do you look right now? Like, how off the rails do you look?
I've just got a drink, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's still the double time. Guys, pick it up.
It's not that low, right?
How volatile?
It's like you're just spilling everywhere. It's like, licking it right
I just grabbed a scuff and I'm like, come on there.
Alright, okay.
And then I just
We
carry
need
on
to-
drinking.
We need to get you clean.
why do you have a squabbly in my house?
That would be the other thing.
I was hiding from a
Your
dragon.
dream dragon.
He might have.
Do you
Well-
know? Have you heard of Venom Fang?
No.
Yeah.
So,
No.
Get me my pruning shears. This disgusting dick needs them.
Yeah, he kind of.
I start rummaging at random through the drawers.
Don't. Me.
the dragon
Where are the-
passed over us. And
No,
we
where
had-
are they?
We had to hide from it.
Not in there, the other door.
Guys, do you understand the implications of telling a townsfolk?
Thank you.
Actually happened.
Thank you, Hermione. You are a good person. And you do
Consequences.
No.
Thank you.
We need
As she takes them in, you just see huge, like about foot-long shears.
With her
With
one hand.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can have one under like an armpit, and then, yeah.
Is this for the...
Do not get slapped at me.
I mean, okay.
You can do it.
Okay, this is for the shrubbery, okay.
I place them on your. I place them on either one of your shoulders.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
On my signal.
On no one's signal, we need to talk about something more important than a shrubbery.
On everybody.
Shrubbery. I want to live next shrubbery.
Shush. You're not here. This shrubbery got the interest out of venom fang. Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure, that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, none of it.
Any last words, conifer bush?
Just flip your stupid coin.
I flipped it. It doesn't go well for you.
Raven's gonna die!
Stupid coin.
Do you have anything to say? As you lift up your neck, like she notices a patch of not covered up dirt, like, wait a minute. And like dunks her hand in like some water like from one of the glasses and just goes smashes on her face like, my God, he's a man! Put down the shears!
Oh, I thought you kind of do that.
What? I thought this was. Oh!
Kid boy, as much as this man is a dick, I cannot kill a human being. That is ridiculous.
You don't have to.
He knew me! Oh!
The thing out there.
You.
He knew? Oh, naughty, naughty, kid boy. Naughty, naughty. I don't blame him, but naughty.
Oh, I just walk up and I'm gonna get washed.
As she just reaches for that hand and
Oh
pulls the twigs and
You
everything
may
out
want
of your
to
hair.
hold off on the
What
shears.
is that? I'm walking off while I
I've
speak.
dropped the
Really, I need to
shears.
hold up on this year.
I mean, hold off on taking them off. Hold off on holding them off. Yeah.
I've dropped
Going
them.
before.
Kid boy, where did those shears? What are you talking about?
He kind of pissed off Venom Fang.
How did he do that?
Oh, there's a circle. Do you know of a circle of stones just outside of the?
Oh, there is often those stupid rituals that
He broke the centre one,
Oh, of course he did.
and then big fountain
Millennial
of frosty.
stones.
Oh,
Shattered.
no.
And then he came along and started looking for the culprit who did such an
Before I
act.
leave the room, I just go, and this is between you and us.
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
And he's talking about Nezznar as well.
He would have already been there, would he not? If it was... what was on those standing stones?
We had, it was a... Sorry, I'm just...
No pressure.
There was a man there who had two puncture marks in his neck. Yeah. He had green in his... Was it green and bit gold inlay?
Green
You
and gold
didn't
foot
notice the
patterns,
eyes.
But that was.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh,
You
okay.
didn't
I
know.
understand.
No,
That was-
On the there was a like bat-like wings, and then there was on the next one there was oh god, I can't remember what was it.
It was a reptilian face.
Reptilian
With
face.
He was a cultist, clearly.
Clearly, yes.
But
I tried to
from
tell
what
him to
you
leave it alone, and he wouldn't go.
From what you described, that sounds like a witch. Was he wearing green robes?
Mm-hmm.
Did he have a mask on?
Mm-hmm. I would like to produce the whole scene in a nice diorama.
Alice
Not
spends
bad
the next
craft.
few
I'm
days
not taking my eyes off.
Not bad craftsmanship. A little sloppy on the
There's
grass.
some of that thing in here.
You made me rush. I'm
The
gonna rush.
ritual was obviously a ritual that was taking place, was it?
The man was half drained of blood, the rest had clotted over and sealed up somehow.
But that is obviously not the sacrifice that they were going with.
And they had to finish from the looks of it.
Exactly. So what happens there? Obviously, something was not involved. As she gestures towards this diorama, beautifully crafted by Alistair's mind. Look at this. From the looks of it, they were standing in a ritualistic circle. So they have the standing stones between them.
You got one less now.
But why is the dead man on the standing stone? If the sacrifice was to the dragon, why were there not dragon footprints? And that's where we'll leave it for this week. Dun dun dun. Well, I hope you all had a fantastic episode this week. I know I certainly enjoyed it. I hope you guys certainly did as well. Oh, and before we go, because we need to make sure we actually do this, honorable mention to today's episode is brought to you by the hugely kind folks over at Dirt Cheap Dungeons.
Who definitely don't summon dragons in their spare
products.
time.
Yeah.
The Dirt Cheap
Look,
Dungeon.
we don't jump to
This product gives you the means to create fully walled dungeons that truly immerse your players into the worlds that your DMing mind creates. It's like a grid floor under these, your judge what kinds. And there will be no question in your players' minds as to how fantastic their adventures will be now. Time stands still for no man, but it might just slow down for a bit for a Dirt Cheap Dungeons master. Links to the products will be included below in the description. Thank you very much, everybody. We just needed to make sure that these guys were given the solid credit that they truly deserve. These guys are fantastic.
It is the tits.
You lost our branding deal. Thank you.
Ruined! You said tits!
Tits are in everything.
No, they don't.
I'm not going anywhere near that one. I'm sure the commenters will say otherwise. Oh dear.
No,
But yes, we hope you all had a fantastic week.
What?
Okay. You're right there.
I'm fine.
We're good.
Inside check. I love that, Alec. Just like we're good. We're good.
What?
I'm not sure what day it is.
It's Standard Tuesday. We go through this so often.
Right. Once again, I hope you all had a lovely week. We've all had some fun. We've all had a good time. And have a good day and keep rolling.
Woo!
The outro is
Oscar,
complete.
what in the